Hey Janelle, what's up? What's up? I don't know what's been going on with this thing here. I do not know what's going on with it. Okay, I think I see I want to keep it on this here too. I'm trying to say I'm getting a bad reception or something. I had a whole little thing going on and then some bullshit happened. So, but you about to go to bed, Janelle? Let me see. I'm gonna have to check you out. Let me see. Now, why I can't? I can probably look at it on this one though. Hold on. I can probably look at it on this one because now I'm just learning how to go through this nonsense. So let me see. Can I do it? Because now they're both the same, and now I lost what I was gonna do. I was gonna do this reaction thing. Let me see now. What you got on here, ma'am? Oh, aren't you a cutie? Aren't you cute? That's cute. In 3 years, that's what's up. 3 years in recovery is what's up. Why am I not? Am I not subscribed to you? Hold on. Let me see what you got going on over there. We gonna sub and see what it is. We gonna see what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought about, like, when you asked, oh, am I in recovery? I was thinking about that today because I don't really think about that so much. It's been years and years. But you know what? Everybody in recovery for a lot of stuff, like everybody in recovery in their life. Everybody. You know, I wonder, can you guys see what I hold on? No, I don't want to leave, you dummy. I want to leave. Can you guys see what I'm looking up? Can you see what I'm doing here? Can you see that on the screen? Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. But I was thinking I'm in recovery from a lot of things. I'm in recovery from being a perpetual victim. I'm in recovery from a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm in emotional control recovery. You know, I don't really so much think about, you know, the normal recovery type of thing. I don't actually think about that a lot. But welcome in, y'all. Hit the like button. Don't just come in peeking and tweaking. Hit the like button. Now, this is different now. So how can I see it all? Well, now hold on. Can I not see everything? Am I only seeing these ones, the new ones on here? Yeah. Okay. Hey, girl, I don't know what happened on the other one. I don't know because I'm looking. It keeps saying that something funky's going on. So I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna get out of there because I have it on this one too. I'm on this one, and I'm gonna log on to this one. I gotta make sure I can see everything though because you know how no I don't know how to do it on this one where you can see. Oh, here it is. Now we don't want to see just the top. I want to see everything, so can't nobody slip no shit in on me. But now, how do you get it back to the fucking chat now? Put something in the chat so I know what's going on because something's weird's happening. So now let me get out of there and now let me log on to this thing now. Let me see, can I log on to the same one on here so I can see everything? Because on my phone, you can only see part of it. So let me see, will it let me get right back on here? Let me see. I want this one. There we go. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Here, I'm gonna put it right here in the chat, fancy. I'm gonna put it right. It's on my bio, but I'm gonna put it right here. And y'all, if y'all in here on some trolling shit, do not. Well, fuck, you can't dox me through my email, but it wouldn't matter. It's on my thing here. I'm gonna put it on there now. Serious and I at Air Fancy. Email me. So that's cause now I'm streaming off of this. I'm gonna have to check it on this other one, but that's all right. I mean, really, hold on. Yep, no, now I'm on this one. I wanted to be on the computer so I could do stuff on my phone, but now why don't I see the chat? Y'all can tell I'm new. Y'all can tell I am new to this. Flat out. You got it, Fancy? I'm gonna. It's in my bio if y'all want to be nosy, but we gonna go on and try to get that up out of there. But no, we gonna pin it. No, we not. We gonna take that up. We gonna take it up off of there. We gonna take it up off of there. That's what we gonna do. Yeah, no. But whatever. My email is in my bio, and so is my Cash App. So if you just on some email nosy shit, at least send me $1, fuckers. No, I'm just kidding. So, but back to the whole recovery thing. Like being in recovery is so much more than recovering from, you know, using, too many prescription pills or smoking crack or whatever it is people be into when they are in need of recovery. I'll tell you what, now is not the time to be out there on no illegal drugs, so that's for sure. People dropping dead, people just dropping dead like flies. So I don't know. Let me see. Can I see everything? Yeah, I can see it on here. But now I want to know, like, if I hung up this, I don't know. I'm figuring this out. So y'all gonna have to be patient with me with this whole thing. And then I have way too much technology at my hands right now. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what? We had already had a discussion about the email. I was already supposed to have been sent the email or received the email, but I don't know because I had also been emailing back with old girl that tagged you in the video today about ratchet white women. I and she said she never had it either. Forgive me for I took my bull ring out and I don't know. I've had it in there for so many years. I never thought it would close up that fast. And so funny thing is I was telling my friend, my man, I'm like, dang, it closed up. He was like, oh, good. And I was like, we've been talking all this time, and you never told me you didn't like it. I mean, because really, all he would have had to do was say like, oh, I don't like that, and that shit would have been gone so fast, you know. But I'm not exactly sure what it's gonna be about as far as what we're gonna discuss in the email. That's I guess it's gonna be private. Otherwise, she would have blasted it out in the chat. So we gonna go back to what the fuck we was doing just a minute ago. Though, hold up. Let me get back to what we was looking at because it's really just for the white women. We gonna find out the worst kind of white woman. We gonna figure this out. Brother has entered. Moderator extraordinaire. I'm not gonna put his face on there, but we gonna listen to it. Oh, it is my platform. Hell yeah. But I want to hear this because this sucker. Oh, Maria love these conversations. Let's see. Because I know it's about, like I said, somebody had told him that I was worried about him and Gizmo or whatever. I'm not worried about shit. I was being nosy. I want to know why the fuck, with all your whatever the fuck you got going on, that you just jumped ship and ran. And now you staying in a fucking no-tell motel. You know what I'm saying? That's the quickest way, man. Ain't no telling. Like I said, there's a method to his madness. But let's hear what he says about white women. Let's just hear. Because he got a white woman for a daughter. Or she will be eventually. And that's fucking crazy. So let's listen. Because I was blinded by him at one point. So let's see. In my life. All the way from my adolescence. And you know what I'm saying, when I was in prison, right? And then so you experience people while you in prison. You know what I'm saying? You learn different personalities. You know what I'm saying? But what white women did he know in prison? That would be the question. Hold on, let me take this down because I retracted all that. So we gonna unpin that bullshit. So we gonna find out. Now let me make sure I got it on all messages here. Hold on, I wanna hear everything. I wanna see everything. Oh, what the hell happened? We don't wanna do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. See, I'm just pushing buttons now. All right. Are you? Well, let's see. I almost want to put up a question, but let's see. Yep. No, I'm not. Here, we just gonna listen. Let's see. Sociopaths, psychopaths, killers, homosexuals, cowards, killers. You said that already. Stick up men, scammers. Okay. Right? You know what I'm saying? Pimps, players.
you around, you know what I'm saying? You around, and this is my first
Well,
full
and I'm gonna
introduction,
tell you what, we're gonna pause it
to
right
white
there on
people.
this on this on
You know
this
what I'm
thing.
saying?
Hold on, we're gonna wait till it gets into the white people. Because I'm gonna tell you what, prison is not about, when they put people in prison, it is not about rehabilitation. It's definitely supposed to be a balance between rehabilitation and punishment, right? It's not about rehabilitation. I know I remember back when I made some decisions and I went to DOC. My mother was like, "Well, at least they'll have resources for you when you get out." Nope, I'm still going to be poor when I get out, and I'm still going to be tempted to be a scammer. And it was, no, I can't say it was a scam. It was more like a Ponzi scheme. I don't even know what it was, but it was lucrative until it was not, until it was troublesome. I would never do no shit like that again. All right, so are you listening up? Here we go. We got somebody in the back ain't hit the like button, man. That's got to be the eyeballs coming in, peeking and tweaking, taking notes and screenshots. I heard they put screenshots. They take screenshots and then they edit them, and they'll put like a eggplant in your mouth or make all kinds of weird AI pictures of you. Trust me, I make enough weird faces as it is. And man, you'll have a field day with me. But that's all right. Be careful though. Be careful what you do with my what is it, with my likeness. So be careful what you do. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here about the white people. You want to? I mean, you say you don't want to see it, but you want to hear it though. Well, you have to hear it so I can
My
listen
very
because I
first
missed
real
all this. I
introduction
nobody tagged
to
me.
white, because you experience white people a lot of times when you in school, whether they be teachers or you know what I'm saying and stuff like that. Maybe athletics coaches and
It's
stuff like
coming. You
that.
can
When
go
I
to
grew up in
school.
Detroit,
Okay.
you didn't really experience it until you went to prison. And or went to so start
That's
going through the
bullshit.
criminal justice
That's
system.
bullshit because
Then
I'm
you
gonna
get
tell you what. My
understand.
parents were born in Detroit. My grandfather worked in Detroit. We listen. My mother lived in Detroit, deep East Side. I was born in Detroit, deep East Side. Bought my first two properties in Detroit, deep East Side. So that's a lie. Detroit is definitely not. Yeah.
And
Anyway,
these
we'll
people and
see.
be able to, you know what I'm saying, really see these people for who they are and how they move and so forth and so on. And
Right.
then you're able to learn yourself, right?
All
You know
right,
what I'm
wait.
saying?
Before we even go on into this, remember how he say he don't believe in every and all. So let's just let me hear because you got me curious now. Because I'm wondering why you got tagged in it. Like she tagged you. Well, let's hear what he has to say first. Hold on. Because are you white or black? You must be. Are you a black woman? Are you a black woman? Are you a black woman? Are you a white woman? What? Well, yeah, I know you don't want to say too much, but I'm banking you not white. I'm banking you not. And that may be why you're tagged in this because you over here fucking with me, right? So hold on, here we go.
People
Let's just see. That's
galvanize.
just my my,
Shout out
my
to Miss Neal in the
prediction.
house. Miss Neal, she about to go on a Labor Day time. Somebody make sure y'all keep an eye on Miss Neal.
Oh, Miss Neil
She
about
finna
to
go
have
on
a
a Labor with
baby.
Park Eagles at any
I ain't
time.
been there in a
Shout out to Miss
while. Well,
Neal,
good
she's
for
a
her.
birthday
Blessings
child.
on her.
Shout out to Miss Neal. Shout out to she. What Marie, can everybody hear the beast?
Oh
If
fuck, you
everybody
know
hear
they
the
can
beast,
hear you.
good.
Jesus
Shout out to El
Christ.
Cheapo. El Cheapo, pull up the seat. Shout out to El Cheapo if the
Uh
beast
oh.
begins to cook.
Uh oh.
My girl El Cheapo's in the house.
Yeah,
El
yeah.
Cheapster's in the house. Chipo got some money, y'all. Hey, Chipo be lying, y'all. Chipo got some money.
That's cause
Stop,
she
listen,
know how to be
listen.
frugal. Cheapo
I don't
like
know where
my
Chipo getting his
daughter.
money,
They
but
cheap
Chipo
for it.
stay
Look,
doing.
rich people
Chipo
aren't
stay
rich
doing for the
because they
president,
get their money.
eating
Where I
for the
bet you
president,
one day
and
Cheapo
keeping
gonna
it
be
private.
paid in
Miss Further
full.
down, she ain't got nothing going.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's
One
keep
day
an eye
she
on
gonna be
Chipo's
paid in full. But
pockets
here we
and
go.
start watching Chipo's pockets better. Now,
But
if the
don't
beast,
Cheapo still go with the guy with the twos? Well, yeah, that part. But I think cheap. Yeah, they don't call her cheapo for nothing. Shit, and she raising them kids. She just bought her son a car and shit. They take all them trips. And all right. Anyway, here we
good,
go.
y'all. I have to tell y'all. So then, y'all,
Here
from
we go.
there, you know what I'm saying? What I bag this up, you know what I'm saying? What I was dealing with. When I was in the world, you know what I'm saying? I was dealing with the street people, you know what I'm saying? The junkies and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? How they move and so forth and so on.
But what does that
Shout out
have
to
to do with
Capri, hey
white
sister.
people?
Shout out to Capri, hey baby. Shout out to Capri in the house. Yo, but these are the types of white women that
Oh, went
I
from white people to white women. Okay, here we
truly
go.
despise.
Here we
You know,
go.
these particular white girls.
Here we go.
Let me tell y'all the types of white women that I'm talking about. Now, these are the white women worst kinds of white women you will
Okay.
ever find.
Okay. It certainly couldn't be the one that left him with that baby, though.
They are the kind who, right, found themselves,
Hold on.
right, falling to the pressures of narcotic, right? So they
Oh.
begin to, you know.
Oh, okay. So, but okay, we're gonna stop. Hold on. We're gonna have to stop it right there. See, hold on. We're gonna have to stop it right here. When they fall under the pressures of being on narcotics. Like the same white woman you got the baby by? And listen, I believe if you fall under the pressures of narcotics, that's just not a white or a black thing. See, I'm gonna tell you my belief up front. Race is a social construct, okay? Anybody with half a brain knows that it's about have and have not in this country. Either you got money or you don't. It's have and have nots. So now, granted, there was definitely a push to put it in the inner cities first because they needed to break Black Wall Street. They needed to break the, now I just only know the stuff in Detroit, but like the Black Bottom, they needed to do that because they had this social construct put in place called racism, right? That's just a, we we the same on the inside. Like color does matter in some situations. However, he just said the worst type of white person. Then it went to white woman. So I just feel some kind of way right now. And like I said, I believe that you are a black woman. I believe you are, and that you are being tagged not because she thought of you and said, "Oh my, I think day one needs to hear this." No, it's because somebody fucking scrolled through and said, "Bam, tag her." Bam. All right, so here we go. Let's see. Let's see if I fit the mold. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
You know what I mean? To banging in their veins, and now they couldn't. They could no longer do that, right? So in the process of that, then they lost their children. You know what I'm saying? They were dragged through the mud. They've been dragged through the streets by players and pimps, and they've been used up and abused.
Like he did to the girl he had the baby by.
It has deteriorated
Right, hold on.
their teeth, their self-esteem.
Maybe.
They have been toast, right?
Okay.
These are the worst kinds of white playing your right? So
I wonder how many of them he knows.
Specific. These type of white women, y'all, they play like they are with you. They act like they're on your side.
Beast in his
right?
feelings. Aww.
However, their white privilege are not always somewhere kicks in down the road, right? And their white privilege.
Well, there is a such thing as white privilege. There is.
I might be a white trash, nothing, low life
Maybe.
junkie. Right?
Maybe.
But I'm still not a nigga.
Oh.
You dig what I'm saying, Neil? You dig what I'm saying? Chad, this is very important, Lance.
Is it important?
So it's very
Oh, wait a minute.
important.
Whoa. Did he just say it's very important? Angel? Hold on.
However, their white privilege are not always somewhere kicks in down the road, right? And their white privilege really lets them know that, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah,
Hey, another username. What's up? Is that you? Is that you? Or is it not you? Because I kind of like the one that said, Trista's Bish. I like that one. But I don't know. But wait, welcome, another username. That's what's up. Anyway, we are listening in on somebody's take on the worst kind of white woman. That's what we listening in on, right? And keep in mind, I think somebody a little tender feeling. Here we go.
Low life junkie.
Oh,
right?
not the low life.
Still not a nigga. You dig what I'm saying, Neil? You dig what I'm saying?
Begging for somebody to believe what he's saying. But here we go. It's very important. Very important. Here we go.
It's very important for everyone to understand this.
I wish I could have the chat replay on here.
These kinds of white women.
Let me see.
Right, have been,
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, it is directed at you. It is. Hold on, girl. Hold on. Did you read the comments? Run that. Tell that.
However,
and then fancy co-signing it.
See, they know deep down, society has let them know that they're better than you. So yes,
Wow.
I may be a low quality, trash, nothing, backstage trapdoor woman.
Really?
Backstage trapdoor. Somebody.
But I'm not, I'm raising my kids. But then, you know what? I'm not even gonna take it personally, but I know that's who he talking about, and you got tagged in it, and they said run and tell that. Oopsie fucking poopsie. This motherfucking goof. Hold on. Oh shit, I'm on my phone. Hold on. I'm gonna have to tag a couple more people in this. It's a few people. It's a few people. It wouldn't even matter. But True Colors is coming out, fancy. I am outdone. I am outdone. I am outdone. And this just goes to show he got his feelings hurt. My bad. Oopsie fucking poopsie. But it's not my fault that he doesn't check his facts before he runs his mouth. But anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Put back door trap. Somebody put back door. So backstage trap door in the chat.
That's a good one though. Backstage
So
trapdoor.
she may be
That's
that
like
low
being in the
quality
trick
of
bag. That's a
woman.
good
What
one.
she says is she's better than you.
But
You see what I'm
but
saying?
what
So
says
that's
what
a
no
very
what, okay, so but my thing is this here because I haven't been keeping up. I only go on, like, I swear to God, the thing that came up with him in the U-Haul just popped up on my timeline out of no fucking where. You know what I'm saying? I will for sure, because we gonna talk because I think maybe there's a misunderstanding all the way through there. But we gonna talk definitely, definitely, my love, definitely. Definitely, because I think there was a miscommunication there. But anyway, here we go. Well, you know what? We all victims. Like I was saying, I don't know. You wasn't in the chat last night, because like I said, a lot of people that dip through are people from his chat. A few of them come in under different names, but they make it very clear where they're from. I think I have the chat replay on. If you just read through it, I don't even be talking about him or bringing him up. But I knew they tagged you for a reason. So let's see, because like I said, I don't know you personally there, Miss Day One. But remember who you was when wasn't nobody else on there talking to him but you. Now he got 3,000 people and you getting tagged in some bullshit because you feel like going somewhere else, right? Well, I don't know. I think that gives him care, and that lets you know that this here Medicaid is bullshit for dental coverage. You know what I'm saying? I'm missing teeth. Wouldn't give a fuck. See, but mine, dig this here. I'm not. You know what? I'm not even. I am not going to even speak on some of the things that he said because all he's doing is speaking in generalities. Because, like he told me, I have so many women vying for my attention, and they send me money, Trista. I'm like, all right, cool, go on, because I know I'm a lot. I talk a lot. Whatever. That's what I'm saying. So you got tagged in this a reason and told you to go tell this. See, but you're not even the person who tagged me in that nasty video he made about me and said my name in it. Well, I appreciate that. And look, when I get rid, one day when I get the money, I'm gonna get them implants. I'm gonna get my shit fixed, and they're just the back ones. But the catch to it is, it's not because of that. It's because of DOC. DOC started this, and look, my paperwork definitely readily available. I didn't go to DOC for drug, for being no crackhead, drug, whatever the fuck. Like I said, I've been at some tables. Like I said, I was there to be seen and not heard, but I've been at some tables. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's finish this. I mean, not finish. Let's keep going, because it's all fun and games until he does it to you. You know what I'm saying? I felt I can look back and see myself being caught up into going to war for him. Like even the stuff that with the Cynthia G shit. Some of that shit was on point, she was saying. However, she didn't give a well-rounded view of him. She clipped that shit up. So people who, you know, sometimes I hate to say it, and it probably because I'm a woman or whatever, but we are forgiving in situations like that. Like, he's a product of his environment. His father killed his fucking mother. He said the worst thing his father ever did was marry his mother, right? So that tells you there, where coming up as a little boy, he came up with that mentality. Now, was what I predict, because I'm going to listen to the rest, but what I predict for future times, because I have raised children that are not the same like culture as me, they're not the same color. They got color to their skin, right? And like I said earlier in the live, that my parents were like, "Oh, well, you having a hard time. We'll help you, but you have to raise your son to not know that he has a black father. That's it. That's all." And I had to turn my parents down and have a hard time in life to say, "Hey, no, I'm not going to hide that from my kid, right? I'm not going to do that to my son." So my prediction is he's raising a little girl who the black girl's gonna hate. A lot of the black girls like, and when I say hate, I mean like, just like, how kids are like, "Oh, you got nappy hair," or "You dark skinned," or "You light skinned," or "Your mama do this," or "Your daddy do that." Kids can be nasty. Even like my godson. Kids are nasty. Kids talk about his mama, but they don't know, his mama. They don't know, you know, and he feels some kind of way. Kids are foul. So when this little mixed breed baby grows up, and trust me, because I got two of them. I had three. My baby died, but I'm gonna tell you what. My son asked me, he had to be about 5 or 6, and he said, "Ma, because when they go to school, the difference is going to be made. She's not going to look like the black girls, and she's not going to look like the white girls. She's not going to look Puerto Rican. She's just going to be her beautiful, unique self, right? So she's going to come home one day and she's going to be like, 'Daddy, where's my white family at? Where are,' and then if he gets into all that bashing stuff, when she finds out whatever it may or may not, because we don't know the truth. We don't know. We don't know. I could throw some shit out there like, I'm not even going to speak on that, because I don't know why. I don't know why I think it was a careless move to up and jump up and put that baby on the road. However, that's not my business. It's not. I'm not even going to say. Yeah, I said enough. I spoke on it enough for y'all to see. So what my prediction is, we back then, then we gonna figure, we gonna move on. But my prediction is that when she gets older and she is going to ask him, now his answer may be different in 5 or 6 years. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it is. Because when I hear, and I'm gonna say this, and it is my channel, and hopefully people have enough sense to look deep and figure out what I'm saying, but keeping it fucking real. In my city, I'm a minority, right? I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm just gonna say my kids came and they asked. They asked. They wanted to know, right? And like I told my children from off rip, there is a such thing as white privilege, but there's also a such thing as black privilege. And when I say that, they're not the same. They're not the same as far as what they mean. So I said that to bring context to what I told my children. Like, when you're applying for different things, because how dare somebody talk about somebody being broke, poor, and whatever, right? Right? Because I don't see anybody that we know in any of these chats that we can see online, because there are some people that I do know that are on here that definitely got their shit together, and are handling their business and have it like that. But when I say that we know, like, you could see me, you could see him, you could see Key Nicole, you could see, and I know she hates when you bring names up, but I absolutely adore Key Nicole. I absolutely adore her. I think she's something different. She's definitely somebody. Yeah, I like Key Nicole. Then we gonna leave that at that. But what people fail to realize is, I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. I got caught up because I know that she doesn't like when you say names and call out shit like that. And when I go on different, and that's what I say to some of y'all people who have a problem with my girl Angel Baby. Listen, When I go on other people's platforms, I can be on the same platform as this fucktard right here that's shitting out his mouth. And we know who he's talking about. And dig. And I always say this, that like if you feel some kind of way about what somebody's saying, then you kind of know it's something personal there. And I know because this shit didn't come out of nowhere. The shit didn't come out of nowhere. So anyway, with that being said, I'm just saying my prediction is that baby's gonna ask, and hopefully his answer is different because that's not how you bring unity to anything. Like, I can't quote it how I heard it, but Kevin Gates had said it on some interview, and basically it's like you don't look at somebody going through the door as an enemy. Like, I'm not looking for you to be my enemy, and that goes for any and everybody until you show me different. And once you show me, then it will never be the same, right? I came genuine. I came and I definitely like look when Keely came over to my live. I don't know about a month ago or whatever to find out what receipts or whatever the fuck. Look, this is the internet, man. Don't hate the player, hate the game. And dig this here. He can't come with receipts about anything. Otherwise, he'd have to expose himself. And dig, I'm not trying to come with receipts either because I don't want him to show the picture I sent him. It's not a nude though. It's not. It's not. We were talking about, how, I was such a good sport because I am out of shape and my white ass is a fucking flapjack. Well, it was because I've been swimming. But the whole thing is that, yeah, I will tell you whatever he's about to say about white people infiltrating and turning on you and all that shit. No, he's a fucking viper. That's a viper. He's a snake. He will turn on you in a minute. And this motherfucker thinks he's better than anybody else. And how? How the fuck? Because I don't know about you or anybody else that may feel some kind of way because you generally supported this fucktard. But I'm in my own condo. Take this here. When I say my own, I mean my fucking own. I got my own car. She old, but she mine. I may have made mistakes in my children's lives, and you can never give back the mistakes that you made to your kids. You can't do that. The only way you can show your children that you recognize and acknowledge and accept your shortcomings as a parent is to change and do better. So I have my godson. I have him. And I do better for him. And even when with that emotional fucking outburst that he had when he fucking punched me in the face, like that's some kind of fucking something, so, oh, he told me everything. No, he ain't told you everything. And I'm repeating a conversation I had with Keely. Oh, he told me everything. No, he didn't tell you everything. And, well, I know about your son. So what? I asked him for advice because my boy was going through some kind of emotional fucking crazy shit. And his manly advice for my 13-year-old, just a week after turning 13, he told me to throw him in the street. Throw him in the street. That was his advice. He didn't have enough time. This is when I realized that this shit's shallow as fuck. And anybody is on the chopping block. Anybody's on the chopping block. So, well, I appreciate that. But let me tell you, look, and I don't know if it has to do with, I don't know, zodiac or whatever the fuck it is, but I'm somebody that, look, I recognize shit in people. Like, I can see people and I may not know what it is I see in you because I've never fucked around. You can go before, I've never been on nobody live before like I was on his live, right? Like I said, I had got fired. I was off work. I had my surgery. And I recognize, like you can recognize like the dialect and how people speak as to being familiar to where you're from, like to what it is. And a lot of shit that he says I agree with as far as like fucking men being built different. They're not built like men, and that's because they didn't have fathers in their lives. And a lot of women aren't fucking women because they didn't have fathers in their lives. And some people that did have fathers that didn't really know the crucial role they play in a girl's life, well, then we were lacking in some things. So, and dig this here. I had a husband. I had me and my men. It's not. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you. I see a lot of shit, and in some things, what I thought I was seeing was something different, but it's still valid nonetheless. This a clown though, because he will not admit to the fact that what he eats don't make us shit. So let's figure it out. Let's listen now. You ready? Here we go. Everybody better hit the like now.
Better than you.
Go.
You see what I'm saying? So
Nah, we don't
that's
see what
the
you're saying.
very
Let's
issue
see.
that
Can
we
you?
need to
I don't
discuss.
know. Let me see.
So,
I don't
so
even know how to
one
turn
by
this
one, you
around.
shout out to brother Mark. Shout out to Mark's pop.
I don't
Thank
know
you
how to
very
do
much. Shout
this.
out to
Like, I'm
brother
gonna have
Mark.
to check this
Big stuff.
computer out.
Shout out for the
I
Celtics
want to
team
turn it around so you
blasting
can
in the
see, but
back.
look, he
We do
can't
not take
copyright strike
disrespect.
us.
We
Well,
got
he
no
couldn't do
room
it
for
anyway
black
because we're
men.
doing commentary
Day
on him.
and time of reckoning is upon us. This is that. Now, that being said, chat, the thing
Well,
about these particular sorts of white men is that they attach themselves like succubuses, right? To the
succubus.
black
You
people
now
because they
everybody knows what a
love to
succubus
be
is. That's a
involved in black
sexual. Hold on.
causes.
A
They
succubus. A succubus is a sexual spiritual being. A succubus comes and sucks the sexual virility out of a man. So he's exposing his fucking proclivity for white women. But he's trying to cover that up. Why, man, baby, please. This is an average. This look. I fuck with a content creator. His channel is called Your Average at Best. Jason is funny as fuck, and I call him by his first name only because other people in the chat do. I don't know him personally, but he's funny as fuck. And he blazes chicks, he blazes women, he blazes the shenanigans. So, but he's average at best for a man. Average at best. Well, for the most part, yes. And it's not him. It's a lot of men. You know, like after the whole Cynthia G fiasco, where he had me over there fucking going to war for him, and then he shit on me. That part. And even after that, I'm like, fuck it. You would never know in the chat. I'm cool with not being a mod because then I can go on and tell these bitches what I really think. You know what I'm saying? I can go on and say what I really feel. You know, and it's never like I think I made I don't want to say her name, but then I do. I really want to address her personally, just because I noticed she stopped supporting me. It was something Cheapo had put up about Juneteenth, and I was halfway through like asking a question, making a comment, and accidentally posted it before I was ready. And she responded, and I was serious in my response to that because I understand Juneteenth. I understand what that is and what it represents and all that kind of shit. But why would that take place of July 4th in anybody's fucking mind? Like it wouldn't. Like July 4th is our independence from England. So there are two different things, and I believe that Juneteenth should be a celebration, absolutely. However, it should not be conflated with our country becoming free from fucking Britain. Have you seen London? Have you looked at Britain lately? It's a shithole. It's way worse than the United States. It's a shithole. And a lot of these other places, there's nowhere and this is just my opinion, but there's no other country in the world where Trista can go being all the things that people may think I am and be who I am. I would never be allowed to talk like this in some country. I love the country. I love it. I respect it more than I ever have. And with that being said, this is from a white woman who had a son who was part black that went to the military. I was so mad at him when he went to the military. When he told me he was going to the fucking army, I was so mad. Like, how in the fuck? You know? How? But I'm so proud of him. I am. I'm proud of him. Absolutely 100% proud. And I stand in all of that. So let's get back to this bullshit here. Well, I don't know. Maybe he is, or maybe he isn't using the wrong word. I believe that he has done a lot of reading. You don't do like, look, I used to always read when I was a kid. Like, like when I was a kid going through the shit I went through before I made my own decisions, reading was my escape. Like reading, swimming, sports, being out of the house. That was my escape. So when I was grounded for fucking ever and ever and ever, like, and I'm not meaning like grounded for like a week or 2 weeks, like, man, I used to be on punishment for whole seasons, for whole card markings, for whole, like, wow. So I read like a lot. I read a lot of books. You know, I had to read a lot of books going to college all the years I went to college. And I that's a whole nother story because I got a lot of fucking student loan debt. A lot. A lot. And I have a sneaky suspicion that my white privilege is not going to get me out of paying for that shit. Sorry. White privilege didn't get me out of paying the overpayment for the unemployment. I have not brought in a fucking dime from unemployment, from, I'm still waiting on my fucking, what do you call it? Arbitration from my job from last year. Arbitration takes so long. I'm a win in arbitration. But the thing of it is, though, my white privilege didn't get me out of owing the fucking government. Brings me back to its have or have nots. Racism and this whole shit is shit that they use, that they made up to keep the common people and the average people confused and fighting amongst themselves so they don't see what these other people up higher are doing to fuck us around and to steal all our fucking money. Like money, some crazy shit. Like my city just made it illegal, like maybe 5 years ago, to have a personal garden in your fucking backyard. We're allowed to community garden though on the little lots that are around us, but you cannot have our own personal shit. So my thing is this here: you caught up in just what they want him to be caught up in, and that's why he gonna be stuck in that cycle, and he gonna keep blaming it on whatever. You can't. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully he gets it together before his baby girl gets old enough to figure out that that's some crazy shit. Some crazy shit he's talking. Anyway, here we go.
Karen. Because let me tell you why Karen is. Because it was Karen was never a
I got a
black
friend named Karen.
Karen was just
She can
a
talk her
white
ass off.
privileged woman who never truly had an opportunity to be around or experience black people other than through the lens through what television told her and through what
Well,
she
no, he
learned
ain't talking
from
about
her
me on that because
grandparents,
he
right?
know where I'm
So
from.
at
He
least
know I'm from
Karen,
Detroit.
you have to understand it, Karen, because Karen does not know how to interact with black people, right? She does not.
Mm.
So her initial
So my
reaction.
thing is this here: when he says you don't know how to like whoever this Karen may be, she don't know how to interact with black people. Well, that means Karen's been living in a dumpster her whole life because interacting with black people is the same as interacting with any fucking person. It's common courtesy, it's respect, period. Like people say, you have to give respect to get it. Absolutely. And you don't walk into, let's just use for example, you don't walk into somebody's house or their business being disrespectful and then be like, you fucking Asians. No, you came in through the door hot and disrespectful. Like some people did in my chat to begin with. And I was like, hey, y'all coming in real hot. Like, hold on, back up. There are some things that, as human beings and as higher thinking, conscious beings, that the more I sit back and learn, like the more spiritual, on a more spiritual and higher thinking level you are, and you're out of the chaos and the confusion that they trying to drop on us about everything, like everything, not just white and black. It's just a lot of shit. But this, we gonna stick to this part for now. Like are, if you are caught up in that shit, you not thinking and you not unifying. Like to bring unity, people have to have a common ground. And what more common ground can people have? Either you're rich or you're poor, and you bleed red and are warm blooded or not. Like, fuck. I pay the same rent. My white privilege does not get me a less rent than my fucking neighbor. It doesn't get me any more food stamps than my black neighbor. Look, my white privilege doesn't get my, yeah, fuck all right. So that's how I feel about that, and I always have felt like that. But as a moderator, I was not allowed. Well, it's not that I wasn't allowed because he never said that, but as a moderator, you rah up who you moderating for, right? So okay, so that part is not about me because I have interacted and I know how to interact with human beings, unless the people he's talking about not human. Now it could be this new breed of motherfuckers, but he too old for that. So let's just see. Because like I said, yeah, that part's not about me. And now, like I said, I think you're a black woman, Miss Day One. But if you're white, maybe it's you he's talking about. Let's find out.
Is
They do, not me. Let's find out.
call law.
Okay, let's
Or
figure it
to
out.
assume something is wrong.
Yep,
Now,
yep.
you go
And
to
the same as
Walmart,
yesterday, sex on the
and
beach.
You have a white woman that's, excuse me, you need some help, or what? You're like, well, yeah, what do you want? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Are you sure? Did you check that off? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm doing it now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
so this.
he is so easy to stop and do commentary on. He's talking about the white woman who comes up in the store and asks, do you need help? Well, there are some assholes that may be looking at you like you stealing something because I'm sure he does. I'm sure he may pocket a seasoning here and there. Fuck, who doesn't? Well, I don't because I would be so fucking humiliated if I got caught stealing with the fucking crazy amount of food stamps they give me since I got fired. Yeah. But now, I'm not saying I haven't. Fuck. Like, who hasn't put some in their fucking purse that they really thought they need? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm sure he does. But okay. So the white woman or the white person came and asked, did you need some help? Maybe because they thought you were in an environment that you're not accustomed to being in, and maybe they want to give you some help because you're fucking looking crazy when you're in the store. Like, have you guys seen how he runs around looking fucking banana boats? Because, like the day in the library, go look up the library video if you don't believe me. You know what I'm saying? Like that is cause for people to watch you kind of close. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't do that all the time. Yeah, but fuck, sometimes if you feel some kind of way about how people approach you or speak to you, that's a fucking you thing. Especially if they're not coming hot off the breath talking about, hey, homosexual, you fucking whoa, whoa, whoa. No, hey, do you need some help? Now, how in the fuck is that a problem? Unless there's something you feel on the inside. And a lot of times, sometimes, like I had to look inside myself and be like, okay, like fuck. Like I feel some kind of, why do I feel some kind of way about what this person said or did to me? Well, damn, yeah, I feel some kind of way because I'm a little bit ashamed of some of the stuff that I've done in my past. Now, being ashamed and being afraid of your past are two different things, right? And I've always said we need to bring shame back to our society. Sluts should be shamed. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, there's always, I mean, the way society has gotten out of fucking control and why people think that it's just okay, it's not okay. I mean, sometimes, like, I mean, when I, fuck, I'm gonna save that for another time because we talking about this. Here we go. Let's figure it out. Oh,
All right,
here we go.
so let's see. Well, damn, shout
Can
out
y'all
to-
hear?
yeah,
Let me know y'all can
sometimes
hear.
sometimes you gotta just tell the truth. Shout out to Ray Brooks.
Women of
Listen,
every fucking
I'm
color.
Sure they think the same of you because you're associated with. Shout out to Ray Love.
Oh,
Shout out
Ray
to
Love.
But just hang on, Ray, and maybe you'll learn something. You'll
No.
learn a point if you shut your mouth.
See, she said this chick just made a comment, and it's a fair fucking comment. A fair comment. He told her to shut up, maybe she'll learn something. Well, I appreciate that. I do, and I don't have drama. I don't have drama. I don't. I do not have look, this bullshit we talking about now is the most drama I got. Flat out. I don't do drama. That's why I got so upset and made sure that Fancy got my email. Because I don't do drama. And whatever it is, it's a misunderstanding. You know, we can't, like I know buffoonery, fuck, like, I'm trying to say this. Well, shit, my actions speak for itself. I don't go over there. Like the last comment I left, it was for that damn thing I seen in the U-Haul and just told him to be safe on his journey. I'm not worried about him, and I'm kind of. I was gonna say something because she told me that she was like, I told him you was worried about him, and to an extent, yes, but in this context, no, he don't need to know that. Shit, fuck him, because now we got a whole video again. And I may not be the only one, but Dig, I don't care about everybody else. I care about myself. He shit on me. So whenever I feel like it's directed in my area or with somebody who I've been talking about, then yeah, we gonna talk about it. We gonna feel some kind of way because obviously, look, Beast feels some kind of fucking way and always has, and that's where all this shit started. Talk about I ran and talked about him on somebody else's channel. I was not tripping about being nomad. And when that shit happened, when he didn't end his live stream and a particular person got talked about like a dog and he played like he didn't know who said it when he clearly knows because we all heard him respond to it. I told her this part, whatever, man. You gonna make a video talking about I ran to somebody else's channel. Get the fuck out of here. Since the day he was like, go check my girl out, I went over there and I liked who it was. There's a few people that I have come across in his chats that I like, that I think are really good people. And it's none of my business why they do or don't support him. It's not about that. Well, well, when you say that we can he on that in his own description of feminine, yes he is. But I I believe he needs to understand like I told my son and like I tell my kids and even sometimes I tell myself how you feel inside, like how you feel is never wrong on the inside. Like how you feel is never wrong. See, and that, I just think he's tricking himself and he don't know what to do when he feels some kind of way. Like fuck, we was better than that. And how he talked about me, like he's not saying my name in this, obviously. And a lot of this shit I'm not claiming, right? I'm not. But the funny part is you got tagged and told to go tell this. But like I'm gonna make it very clear, you did not tell me about the initial video where he blazed the fuck out of me. You didn't do that, right? In name or spirit, right? We just that right there. Stop. You feel some kind of way, right? Because you can say, yay, right, I tricked you with my title. That title was a fucking trick. It was a trick, right? I didn't even know I was blocked at that point. And look, I wouldn't be, like, look, like I said, I troll. Like, look, I should give a class on being a troll, but I'm a likable troll. Like, I don't go in to just be a dick. So I'm still in that chat sometimes under a troll name. Now, it's not the troll that she thinks she knows about because those are both blocked. But I told him what that account was. Like, I was trolling him and I put Mark after I was like, your mama told me to say it, Mark. And at the end would be Mark. And then I changed it to like something else. Mark. And at the end, I was Mark at the end of it. I did that for like a week or two after after whatever happened and before whatever happened, right? And I told him, I was like, oh yeah, you're right. This account, yeah, I didn't say it was my account, but it was obvious, once he knew it was a bogus account, it was obvious whose account it was. So those are both blocked. Now that I know that, like all gloves are off. Don't make a video about me. Well, and look, and look, like Fancy said, it's not about me, just me. He says it's not about just me. Well, cool, but look, when he said my name, that really enforced, that made me like, fuck that. Like I want to say something, but I'm blocked and I can't say nothing on his platform. Fuck it, let me make my own. And if you don't know the YouTube hustle, getting 100 people to subscribe to your channel is a little bit tricky, especially when the only channel that you fuck with is shitting on you. Well, not shitting on me, he was shitting on his mouth. All right, let's go back. Because I digress. It's not about me. It's about this fucking video. Hold on.
The point if you shut your mouth. Now, the thing about that's when you deal with a beast. He'll teach you something. You just shut up. Now, here's the issue. The thing you're dealing with these people, you got to keep this in mind. Right? There's always
you hear the baby singing in the background on her little thing. Hopefully she's got some earphones on.
Because there never truly black. You see,
we always been a white woman.
However,
wait, what's this?
These low quality, low vibrational trash white women can do that. See, they can see once you get their teeth right. See, this is what they do. Let me tell y'all what they do.
Hold up. This
What these white
motherfucker
women
just
like
said
to
what?
do is they've been drugged through the mud over and over and over.
Right.
But then they become sanctimonious. Then all of a sudden they become holy. Right? So then they run to Jesus. Right? Because that is the always door that everyone wants to run
Now
to.
that
When
is the
everything, when all else
stereotypical
fails,
male
all
way
other
of thinking. Like
choices
he's not the
have
only
gone
man with this
awry,
fucking
you
viewpoint.
run to
Like,
who?
you know,
Jesus. So you
X304s are
ran
women
to
with a
Jesus
past
when
always
you was
find
home.
Jesus, and
And
then
then
yeah,
you,
no,
you
that's
never did get
just a
successful.
talking
Now all of
point.
a sudden you pulled yourself through the throes of it, right? But you look like crap because white women lower time
But you
look like
fucked her and
sour
put a
cream,
baby in her.
right? So because you aging like sour cream, now
Right.
at 40 years old, you
Nah,
are
nah.
really looks about 55, right?
Okay.
So then you get your teeth done.
Well, a
Because
lot
you
of
think, well,
people.
baby, you to get your teeth done, and you'll get some type of veneers that will look fake, but they look better than
But
those
getting your
gums that you
teeth
had
done
from
has nothing
smoking.
to do with how
Man,
you upkeep
crack.
yourself.
Somebody put crack in the chat. And
Crack.
so,
These
and that's
nuts.
okay. Kicks, let this Mark come on in here. Maybe you'll learn something. Shout out to my dog Kicks. Always
Yeah, yeah, you got to be a good troll, man.
Get it together. And so,
Boy, thank you, the food police.
crack.
What you know about food, the food police?
And
Hold on,
so,
let me stop
with
there.
these
See,
white women,
because
y'all specific.
he's talking about white women. You need to talk about people in general because he's actually talking about uh, a product of you call it the perfect storm. Like you know how you can always recognize your own kind. Like there's certain shit I can spot before it comes in the room. Like I don't know what kind of example to give you. Well, fuck that. No, I'm not gonna say that. But let's just say I'm going to use the example. I seen it online, and this is alleged because I don't know it to be true. But I heard this man, and I was on his page, and he is a homosexual, and he's about he's a man first, but he says that he can walk in a room and he can spot his own kind, like you can recognize your own kind. So and that goes back to why I even started following him. First of all, when I clicked on, I'm like, he's kind of cute. Like, damn, oh, wow, look what he's doing. Oh shit. Oh, he's from where? Oh, fuck that. And I started interacting in the chat. His channel was small. He recognized, and it went from there. And the same thing goes from other people's chats that, if you notice, go on somebody's chat, like, yeah. Anyway, that's a thing for another day. Like the difference in how people treat you when they get higher subscribers and different people, they always treat their day ones a little bit different, just a little bit, especially if their main provider and their main subscriber to whatever makes their hustle work is the opposite color. You just think about that, because I know all different color women definitely contribute to him. And that's okay. I'm not knocking the hustle. I just don't like this right here. No, not you. I didn't mean that about you, food police. No, no, no. Yeah, I don't know if you have been in the bushes the whole time and just popped up, but no, I'm listening to some commentary that somebody I talked to online got tagged in, and we trying to figure out like why were they tagged and who the fuck is this goof talking about? Okay, cool. Well, welcome to Food Police. And that sounds familiar. Let me check. Well, I'll check you out in a minute. But I love food. I love to cook. I love to play with food. I love to work with food. Food is fun. Food is how you're very welcome. Food is how I show my people I love them. Like I can't boss up and take my people on a vacation. There's a lot of shit that I can't do. However, what I can do is cook a mean meal. Like I will feed somebody like all the time. Like food, I believe food should be a inalienable right. Like right. But let me just touch on this before we get back to the topic at hand. But they made it illegal in my city to have a private garden in your backyard. You're not allowed to have, like my neighbors used to have, excuse me, used to have hens and shit like that. Can't have no hens, no livestock, and you cannot have a personal garden in your backyard. But you can community garden like on the empty lot at the end of the street. Some bullshit like that. So anyway, yeah, we'll talk about food another time. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think it's some bullshit is what I think it is. I'm not a conspiracy theorist like all the way out there, but I am to a certain extent. Like I believe they cloud seed, and I also believe that they want us dependent on that trashy ass processed food that we are forced to go buy at the store. So that's a thing for another day. We're actually gonna get back to the topic at hand. Yeah. And if even if you were a homosexual man, I mean that would be okay. I'm just saying we love everybody, you know. Just saying. Right, I'm gonna try to grow in the house. Something like that. It could be that. You know what I'm saying? It could be that. Yeah, it's something. There's something different to it. Something different to it. Like I said, my ideal retirement would be a little acre of land somewhere up far, but not too far. Like I need plumbing. I could use an outhouse. No, fuck that. I need plumbing, and I need a store to be within a mile. So just a little acre of land somewhere where I can have my own hens, feed them what I want, and plant what I eat. And then maybe find a group of people. I've been saying this. I was trying with like a few local churches, but I never really connected. Yeah, I bet the fuck it is. Yeah, but from what I understand, yeah, even look if Flint was someplace, you said Flint is cheap. Oh my God! Now you sound suspicious. Now why would you say that? That's suspicious as fuck. Cause you know Flint ain't got no good water. That shit's fucking taboo for now. You know what I'm saying? And shit, they got houses going up into foreclosure for tax sale for what was it, $2,200? Clarissa Shield grandmother house is going up this September for 3,000 or some shit like that. Thank you. Woo woo. It is crazy. Now let's get back to what we was talking about now. I want to hit the like button now. Come on, so they know to just push a girl out there, just in case I can. Like I said, the format. I want to tell my story bad, like in a real way though, and like I thought. Anyway, here we go. Let's get back to this. Here we go.
Because they love to be involved in the mix when they're doing it. But then all of a sudden they find Jesus, right? Whatever they found. You know what I'm saying? Usually it's at the end of their road when all else has failed. Everybody
Right,
wants to
right.
to
That's when
you.
everybody
See,
finds
and
Jesus,
it's so once
dummy,
you get to
or
him,
Muhammad, or
then
whoever
all
the
of a
fuck.
sudden you have the ability to what? Look in retrospect. And then you decide to become extremely judgmental, and now
Oh yeah, no, he
you
definitely
believe
not
you
talking
are
about me.
entitled. And you know, a lot of black women are totally entitled. A lot of these white women who have been ex-drug addicts, and now all of a sudden you picked up a little
See,
bit of
but what
weed.
does that
You
have
got
to
some
do with
smoke.
anything though?
Now
Because
all of a sudden you think you
hold on,
can erase your past.
hold on,
And the
hold on, hold
things
on. That goes back to when somebody asked me about in recovery. Everybody got a fucking past. And dig this here, your past shapes who the fuck you are, right? And yesterday is your past. So people learn and move forward in their life every fucking day. And that's why a lot of times you want your experiences with other people to be positive. Like like a lot of people, they want to be liked, and there's them pick me fuckers. Like I just feel like if you stand on real principles and like really be or like, and when I say organic, that's such a fucking cliche thing. There's a reason why I like certain people. Like I don't fuck with a lot of people, right? I may have a lot of subscriptions, but I don't really interact with a lot of people, right? I definitely have only sent one person five fucking dollars, and that was just the other day. Now I have other plans for it when I get some real money to send some other people so that I can get a consultation. But I'm just saying that they were so organic and so genuine, You know, because I'm gonna tell you, the first time I went on a live stream and we were talking about something, it was during the Carmelo Anthony thing. As soon as, and we was kicking it just fine. I haven't even said this on the live stream, but I was like, like, do you believe? What just? Hey, now the fuck is you screenshotting? Well, whatever. Just don't put a fucking what do you call it? One of them damn whatever it is. Don't be making no weird pictures. Don't do no weird shit. No weird shit. Don't be doing no screenshots. That's some fucking shit. That's some weird shit right there. But whatever. I suspected. I mean, I not suspected. I expected that. But whatever, man. Cause look, everybody knows I'm a good sport and I can take a joke. Just don't get too fucking out of hand with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Because the internet is forever. The internet is forever. And I'm old. The internet goes way back. Before I knew any better. Anyway, I've been some places, seen some faces, but them pictures is classy. For my trailer trash. But then again, anyway, here we go. That I don't look, I'm not claiming that. Here we
That you
go.
have done, and yet we
All right.
all
I'm gonna let you listen to that for a minute. I'll
Somebody
be
put
back.
we remember in the chat.
Who
Miss out
is
this.
we?
Oh man, let me get her out quick. Yeah. What's that gonna play? Yeah, my dog, my dog kicks me on the trigger. Shout
Yeah,
out to
but I
Angie B.
did this
Shout out to
here.
Angie B. Hey,
Talking. Let me not, because
picked
I
up a
be
little
look.
bit.
I see a
Yes,
lot
you
of
picked
people
up a
from
little
his
bit of
chat
weight,
and other
and then
people's
now
chats,
all of a
and we
sudden,
kick it just fine.
and now
So
all of a sudden you sit back and because you paint your face because a lot of you white women you age so terribly, so you got these craters in your face, right? A lot of you white women, you know, so you got
funny
these
he
craters,
says
you got
that.
these craters in your face and your eyes. They crack, all right?
Funny he says that because the main people wearing that
Right?
fuck.
And
Well, anyway,
so
let me
you
not.
try
Let
to
me
put
not because
this
this ain't
cheap
about that.
foundation on your face
We gonna
in order
find
to
out these white
hide
women.
your disgusting, repulsive looks
Disgusting,
from the public.
repulsive. While
But
he
beasts
has
like
a
me
baby
knows
by a
better.
white woman that he knows is. Look, his baby is
So,
going to.
this being said, y'all, this is very, very important to understand this. Now,
You said, how old is
these
I?
white women, these particular
I
white
am
women,
old.
love
Shit, hold on. Let me pause this. We
to
can
be.
probably do this another time. You said, how old is you? Wow. Well, I am in my 50s. I am a 70s baby. I mean, look, I'm not on here auditioning to be no fucking model. So it is what it is. And I did get blessed in the fact that I have strong feet. Anyway, anyway. Like I said, there is some disadvantages to being a person with non-melanin. We age like fucking milk. We do. My poor mother delivered mail. Like she worked for the post office for over 40 years. And for the majority of her time, she didn't want to work inside, which I don't think, well, now, anyway, she delivered mail. She did. And she's had her shoulder replaced, her knees replaced, her whatever, her hip, whatever. She had a facelift in her like late 50s, 60s. Because, we age bad. Like we do if we don't take care of ourselves. We age bad. We do. So that's why, I was so glad when I had my man. We was together. We lived our life. We had our place. We was just doing our thing and then he dropped dead. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, assets dropping as we speak. So anyway, hi, I'm in my 50s. Well, I appreciate that. I really do. You know, and I'm cool with that. I mean, I know I look better with a tan. So I've been out there trying not to burn, but to get a little sun and to exercise. It's so non impact to swim. So, but I'm really not tripping on that. I know I'm definitely like, look, I have no problem smashing. You know what I'm saying? But I like to listen sometimes, like as somebody who is older And keeping it real, like the wall for a woman is real. Like that's a whole nother subject. I don't even want to get y'all mad at me. Like some of the shit that some of these guys talk about is real. Like, and that's why we have to raise our daughters to be natural and to have babies. And, I'm not saying, yeah, whatever. We're going to leave that alone for now. Yeah, he did. Like, yeah, it's been over 3 years now. But, and I moved. I had to get away. Anyway, we back on this. Let's go. Let's hear about the worst of the worst.
They love to attach themselves to black people.
Okay,
They
all right.
have
Why though? Why would they love to just do that?
no, they
Anyway,
are culture vultures themselves,
culture
right?
vultures. Oh my
And
gosh.
so, black people, we have to be conscious of these people,
Those
right?
people.
Now, let's
Oh
just
my
be clear,
gosh.
white man who was a junkie. A
Okay.
lot of times there's some clarity there, and there tends to be a bit of self-reflection.
Okay. All right. So
It's
dig.
like, you know what?
It's different for the white man though. Different for the white man. If he goes over there and and gets involved in the culture, it's because he's had self reflection. Wow.
Yeah, I was there. You know what I'm saying? It's that and the third. You know what I mean? There tends to be some humility there, but not with these white
Humility.
women.
Not with the white
No, no,
women.
no, no. They think that they still in prime. They think they still got it going on. They think they still deserve the world when they have been nothing
Nothing.
but a slip and slide for the last 20 years.
How does he know though? Well, maybe
But it's
some women are
always
like
somebody
that though,
else's
but
fault.
that's black women too.
It's never, you know
And
what?
that's why I say, look, that's why I say we got to do better for our children, man. They need to bring family stability back. We need to bring shame back to our community. This should be the worst kinds of women. Like, not just white women. Like, that's that racist shit. Well, that's what he believes or whatever his crutch may be. But I'm telling you, when that little girl gets bigger, and I believe that he just adores her. And I believe that he may be conflicted as this baby grows forward. Like, there have been good experiences and bad experiences with dating outside of my color, right? Or my culture, I should say. Right? There was a lot of bad things that happened to that. And like I said, me and my parents, we making amends. Like my parents, they just out of ignorance, whatever it was, right? I love my parents, and I did learn from him, and this is what really made me stop and think, like, who am I? They sacrificed for me to be here, and I so believe in that. Like some of the shit he says, I ride with. I rock with it. Like who am I to not forgive my mother and father for whatever I feel like was the beginning of the demise, the beginning of me, you know, doing whatever, you know. I, like I said, everybody wasn't tricked. Everybody is where they're at in life. You're where you're supposed to be, right? Like God has a plan for every fucking body. And if you believe that about yourself, you have to believe that about the people that are sick and suffering. You have to believe that about the people that you have to believe that, let me see what y'all saying. On which part of it, baby? Well, well, the teenage years are gonna be rough, but hopefully, I'm just hoping over the years he comes to grip with the fact that he likes white women. You put a baby in a white woman, and maybe you talking to her, like maybe you talking to her, and maybe look. We don't know nothing about her. We only know what he said. And he said a lot of things that a lot of people that we know have been through, if not yourself, have been through. Right? And I'm going to tell you what. I told him before, And like I said, I'm not gonna lie, because if he's ever real and exposes the text, he can do that. I told him my kids were almost Gizmo. Like my daughter was almost Gizmo. Like I know what he's going through because this is what my daughter's father told me. But I went home. I went home. I got mad. You know, by the time I came out, it like, look. And this goes back to the wall because her dad used to always tell me I was 27 when I had her. But he's like, you getting too old. You talking too much shit. Ooh, and I'll be like, boy, you tripping. You playing. And he was a lot older than me. You know what I mean? He was 42, I think, and I was 27. Right? And he has his own past. I mean, he was a good guy, man. Yeah. JB, good guy. R.I.P. JB. It's my daughter's father. But I'm going to tell you, like, I wasn't acting right. I feel like he should have gave me some more slack because I was young. I feel like he should have, wait, hold up. He should have let me get one more try. But I was on some bullshit, and he went on and moved on to somebody else, and he married her. And he did, and I was heartbroken. So, some of the shit he talked. Let me look over here. Uh oh. I mean, like I said, I'm not broken. I'm not broken. I'm a lot to deal with. I'm not for everybody, but I'm not broken. All right, we back at it. Hold up. All right, make sure y'all hit the like.
I
Horror.
chose to be. I
Yep.
chose
Yep.
said life.
Okay.
No, 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 no. You won't put you chose this life.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's not talking about me.
So this is
Okay.
very, very important, y'all.
So I'm not sure. Like I said, if you're a man or a woman, why would they tag you? Like, does he feel he's talking about you? Like, what the fuck?
Somebody put junkie in the chat. It doesn't matter how long you're unclean.
Well,
That's like a man said.
He said once a junkie, always a junkie. I wonder what he's talking about. Like, could he be talking about like behaviors? Like, I mean, because you could say once a felon, always a felon. Once a deadbeat dad, always a deadbeat dad. You could say those things. So why would he say once a junkie, only a junkie? Like, that's some weird shit right there. Like, that's fucking uneducated weird shit. Well, no, you can't say uneducated. That's just no self reflection. You know what I'm saying? So once a fucking yeah, once a criminal, always. But I do, and I have to agree with him again. Like I don't. But yeah, sometimes crime is necessary. Yeah, if it's between me committing a crime and my kids eating or my rent getting paid, yeah, dig. I'm gonna commit a crime. Sorry the fuck about it. Now, I have moved my threshold of what is absolutely necessary. Like my threshold of where I would break that statement has moved as I've gotten older. Like some shit you just don't need. Like listen, before I commit a crime, listen, we gonna be stripped down to the bare bones. And I am not stripped down to the bare bones here. Yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, but at a certain point, just like they say everybody has a price. Yeah, everybody has a price. You still ain't said how you can fix me, though. How can you fix me? And if you talking like that, you better be a man. Because if you're a woman saying that, yeah, it's weird.
No, bro, you're still a fag.
Oh,
Right? You don't get to not be a fag.
Why not?
You were a fag yesterday. You're a fag today.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's okay.
Yeah, but that's not
So
the.
it's
Yeah, but
important to
listen.
understand these things. Now,
That's true. You could say that once an addict,
stealing.
always an addict. Okay.
America stop robbing banks.
So
They can
that
stop
you're
killing
still a
people.
thief.
Possible. Right? You
Yep.
say I'm not
Yep.
doing that.
Yeah. We got the same outlook
But
on
you
that.
will always be a junkie. What do I mean to say, though?
Why does that
I
have
like
to?
to gamble.
Okay.
Y'all
Anyway.
know for a fact that y'all have heard the B say he likes to gamble. That was my thing.
I didn't know that.
Always be an addict for that action.
Oh, he's an addict for more than that, y'all. Though.
That's why I used to get jammed up in a lot of things.
He's
right?
lying when he just what he just did right now. There's something he's not telling that he's ashamed of.
Action was what I was addicted to.
Yeah, that
It wasn't the
action.
money. It wasn't the money. I would have money, y'all, and still be sitting around like miserable. It was the action, y'all, that I wanted. It was
Yeah, he's lying. He's
it
talking
was
anyway.
cop versus robber. You see
Well,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's the whole
This
thing.
is
It's
what
always
I
is.
would.
Like,
This is what
my whole
I
philosophy was
appreciate.
like, yeah,
Shout
right
out
now I'm
to
breaking the law. It's your
what's
job to
it?
catch me.
Congregating junkies.
No,
Yes,
no.
they do. They congregate. They get together.
Yeah, and they
And
all
they
over
and they
here
sit and
watching
judge
you, dummy.
and they're sanctimonious of other people.
Nah, well,
Right?
maybe. That's
So
true
my daddy
sometimes.
and my uncle
Because
were
there's been a
junkies.
few
You
people
get
over
what it
here
is?
that are
Did they get
fucking
did they get
weird.
on? Shout out to all right. Are you speaking of all what I will? Let me explain to you something.
Here he goes with
Ray,
his bullshit.
there's no such thing as all or every on my channel. Anybody will tell you there's no such thing as all or every. Of course, I'm not speaking.
I started that.
So are you dumb? See this? I let you back in, and then now you say something
Oh.
stupid. You see, you
You
could have
don't know
asked
who
me
that
the
was.
last part,
Who
which
was
is
that?
just the woman you're attracted to. But I never said all white women were junkies. I never said that.
Well, no, he didn't say
And if
that.
the truth, if you a hit dog,
He's
then just
talking
how
about the
far?
behavior.
All right?
He's not really
I'm
talking about the
talking
individual
I'm
characteristics.
talking
He's talking about the
if a hit
behavior.
dog holler,
Like, you can always recognize people. Like, he will always be able to recognize certain things, as I will, as you will. Like, we learn from experiences in life.
Most hate words. Just ask Pink Rose. Ask anybody.
We're not going to ask AI Pink
All white
Rose.
women are not junkies. Of course
Okay.
not. That would be dumb.
He called me one, though. He called me one. He did that video he
All
made.
black men are dumb.
Well,
That
no,
would be
I don't think
stupid.
black men are dumb.
Get that?
I think people
You
are
have to
dumb. Some
understand
people can be
what
real
we're going
dumb.
on here. It's time for uplifting
See, I don't.
masculinity of
It
black
is.
men.
That's not what the
We're not
channel
equal.
for.
I
I'm
can
sorry.
just go. Shout out to
I think he would like for it to be that.
Play we will bid you would do.
Well, I
OG
do.
Kicks, please.
It's the only one he's got in there right now.
And shout out to you think so. What do you mean I think so? I just told you the truth. I'm telling
How
you.
is it? But everybody's truth is different, man. Like I said, there's always three sides to every story, and history is fucking negotiable. Like they're negotiating history right now. Like we don't know what really happened. I mean, some things are facts that really happened, but I didn't fucking do it. I'm not gonna pay for what the fuck they did. So dig, I don't know what to tell you on that. So you take that with what you want.
Who are you not to want me? You know what I mean? Who are you
Oh yeah,
to not
no.
accept me? Who are you to, because once again, y'all, their white privilege kicks in.
So I wonder, day one, is that you he's talking? Who the fuck is he talking about? It can't be you or me. Yeah, this is starting to get lame because I don't feel no kind of way.
Please get this guy out of here.
Yeah, he should go.
I did say Kicks must have bust up. Miss Marina.
Yeah, because Kicks a mod on several channels.
Let's get rid of this mark for good. This Brandon Preston, please. Thank you.
Where's the baby watching cartoon?
Shout out to that's okay, Miss Lisa. We should get rid
It's
of
not my business though. I pray. I do pray. I do. I'm not worried. I'm not worried because shit. I'm not worried. He know what the fuck he doing. So that's why I wish my friend wouldn't say I was worried about it. I'm not worried.
There's no such thing as all.
But how there is no such thing as all or never. That's
Nobody
true.
is all.
All right, this is starting to get lame.
I try to step back when the argument is on race. Just wanted to put that out there. Man, shout out to Steven. No, Steven, you're absolutely correct.
I wonder. Oh no, I know Steven.
Irish white man, full Irish.
That's how does okay. But whatever, that's cool. I don't know what happened. Hold on, something ain't right here. Hold
We're talking
on.
about you low life, low trash, low quality white women who think that you are special. Right?
Yeah, he definitely not talking
And
about
you
me.
think that you are entitled to something because you got some new teeth and you ran to Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ can't wipe your nastiness.
Oh well, yeah, he do. I tell you what, I believe once a year user, yeah, there's definitely a targeted audience, and he's definitely targeting the majority. Like, you know, he advertises that, you know, this is what he would love to have. This is his future. He wants to have a beautiful black woman that can cook clean, raise his daughter as if she were her own and have more children for him. That's cool. That's cool. That's a dream you can have, but you're gonna get what you can pay for, and he can't pay for shit other than what is going on here. I respect his dedication because to even get over 3,000 subscribers organically, you got to be on that shit. You know what I'm saying? You what is going on here? Hold on, let me catch up because something's not right here.
Is
Hold
that we
on.
have to be careful who we allow amongst us. And this is myself as well. Right? Because let me tell you about real
Let me
good
tell you
white
about.
folk.
Let
I
me
want
tell you
you all to
about.
understand
Here we go. Let's see what
good
he
white
got to say.
folk. Somebody good white folk would say. Good white folk will give you the resources, will give you
Really?
the information, and
And
they
who
will
the
do it.
fuck?
What they don't do is try to co-opt and try to put themselves at the top of the organization or try to make themselves. They try
Well,
to.
if I have not, let me just say, because I'm not claiming this, but I have always been put out there when nobody had food stamps, nobody had none of that. Look, holla at your girl. Like, look, there's resources and programs out there. It's out there. Like that shit is there. And depending on where you live, there the more or and you can get in your situation. Yeah, holla if you hear me. You know what I'm saying? And cool, like knowing his outlook on specifically white women. Yeah, I know he didn't holler at me, and that's why the fuck he don't have his own condo, his own car, and his bills paid. Simple as that. And I'm not doing shit wrong because I will never in life, ever fucking life, commit a crime again. Never ever. Like I don't know how many times he went. What, 3? Bitch, it took me once. That was it. That was all. So, yeah, no, it can't be talking about. I don't know about you. What kind of resources you got? I don't know about. No, listen, no. She's not. She listen. If she's not feeding them to him, no. Listen, this shit is so easy. Look, he's strategic. Just going on Kendra G and Cynthia G, just going on them channels, yes, because them thirsty bitches on Kendra G channel, them some of them thirsty motherfuckers, yeah, they gonna find him, man. She got followers just like I used to tune in to him every day, like he was my afternoon story, right? There's people that tune into her like that. They be on 2 and 3 different platforms. That's why the Cynthia G thing was not a good look for him. Not if he wants what he's looking for. And if he ever tell the truth, I told him I told him to hold back. If they really were gonna have that interview, hold back a little bit and dig this here. She's got multiple platforms. Make that bitch pay you for the interview. You know, and look, we never saw any kind of proof that she agreed or disagreed to the fucking interview, right? But what we do know is that people recognize him from going on Kendra G. Shit, everybody, look at it. He's not bad to look at. He's not bad to look at. He is not. But dig this here. I think that he be one of those motherfuckers when you finally get him, it's a letdown. You know what I'm saying? I think he plays this hypo masculinity, but he drowning just like the rest of the single parents out here. I mean, you can't tell me no different. He's just a man. I mean, and like I say, YouTube a hustle. YouTube is a hustle, and I can't knock none of that. I can, however, debunk some of the bullshit you saying, especially this crazy shit. And like I said, I find it highly suspicious that you were tagged on this by Keely. Keely is a white woman. However, if back in the day he would have told me to tag you, I'd have tagged you too. Or I would have felt some kind of way and did it on my own. Right? And I'm not knocking that. I'm not. I just know that Content is fair and play. I wish I could figure out how they do content while they watch it. Like I know you can turn it around this way. Well, don't look at my nasty little dresser. But how you turn it around that way, but how do you also have the little square in the corner of yourself, right? Well, yeah, we both know that now. But in the beginning, shit, you was all in too. You know, look, live and learn. We live to fight another day. And look, I never sent a dime. And not that I wouldn't have. I'm not saying I wouldn't have. I didn't have it to give. So that lets you know I'm not an addict. I am addicted to men of melanin though, even if they light skinned. And my little fat daddy, yeah, he light in the melanin department, but he is just so handsome. Don't get me started on that. Because I don't know, I think you were here for the story when I was doing some little administrative work and I just minimized the live that I was fucking around with Awesome in, and I sent my man a screenshot and that motherfucker was in the corner of the thing. Oops. Well, yeah, at least it's in the back though. At least it's not in the front. Well, yeah, that part. That part, yeah, I was look, like I said, if I would have still been working, I'd have never found him. I got fired in October 27th last year and found him and had my surgery in February, yeah. And like I said, I like a lot of the people in his chat. There's a lot of quality people in there. And whatever. If they support them, that's cool. But what they eat doesn't make me shit. That doesn't stop me from thinking they good people. That's why I don't want no beef with nobody who goes over there. I don't want no beef on that. I don't. But I call bullshit when I see it. I mean, it's obvious. All right, let's listen some more because is this fucking throwing up out his mouth? No, we only halfway through. All right, let me
What
do
they
a little
try to do
more
is
here.
operate from the,
Shit,
they try
we
to
might not be
operate
able
and
to
give
get through
y'all the
this tonight.
opportunities and us the
Fuck.
opportunities without trying to take away from the struggle and what
Damn,
we
why is
had
this? I'm
growing
gonna
up.
have to buy a new
This
one
is
of these
what good
doohickeys
fights
here.
are. They
Because every time
appreciate
I.
from a
Oh, it
position
doesn't like
of
that.
understanding the struggle,
Here we go.
or not even so much understanding, you can never truly
Nope.
understand, but
Did it
empathize
again,
with
son
the
of a
struggle and
bitch.
saying, you know what,
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of
this
this
is what
thing
I
I
can do to
got.
help you pull yourself up. This is what I can offer, right? This and we
This is who we
appreciate that,
talking about.
right?
Like,
But
y'all get it
when you
right.
have
That's
people
who we
like you
talking
who try
about.
to interject in black conversations and try to speak on black people as if they know us in an intimate way because they have experienced us from because no matter what y'all, it's still I would never know what it is to be a white man in America. I would never know
Yeah,
what
but
that
we
is,
talking about
right?
culture. He's
I
just
would never
talking.
know that
Look, he
source
stopped
of
that whole
privilege.
train of thought and went to
I
something
would
else.
never not be pulled over and my heart like this. And it's once I
Well,
try to be
it's
calm
because
going
you've
forward,
been
it's
fucked
still
up
like,
before. I
you
get
know what I'm
nervous
saying?
too. Shit.
You know what I mean? Am I gonna make it through this?
I ain't full of shit.
Yes, Maria, and those are those. But see, once again, Maria, those are very few. Those are the ones who we appreciate. Those are the
Yup.
ones who we,
That you
who we,
betray
who we.
and shit on
You know what?
when too many people of your own color
You're paying to see the
say
righteous, as
something.
they tell us,
Hold up. Let's just see.
and we appreciate those, Angie.
But that's
We
where he
appreciate that,
stops
but
being
don't
appreciative.
try
That's where he
to.
stops
But
being.
don't. But what you're not gonna do is try to co-opt black. And you're not gonna steal intellectual property anymore.
What
We're
intellect
done
property?
allowing you all to leech off us.
Well,
We're
no, that's
done
bullshit.
allowing
Hold
you
on,
to
we gonna stop
patch
right here
yourself like
too, because
succubuses
I'm
to
well.
what we
He
do.
talk about the succubuses. That's how he got that baby. But we gonna go back to the intellectual property because I promise you that the history we have been sold as children is not true. Like a lot of stuff that we attribute to other people, they took the intellectual property from black inventors. That is so fucking true. It is true, right? It is true. A lot of dastardly shit was done, but when you steal intellectual property, you chalk it up to the game. Like that's the same thing as the internet. Like it sucks that it happened, right? But we all right? A lot some like look when you listen to anything and you have a background in listening to this. So like we have a background in listening and agreeing and disagreeing with certain things that this person has said, right? So when you have that background and you have that the ability to logically think, yes, a lot of things, Rosa Parks. There's truth embedded in it, but it wasn't completely the way that we celebrate it. And we do, because you stand against tyranny, you stand against bullshit. You do. And that's why I go back to the thing, like, I understand Juneteenth. I understand it, I respect it. Like, there's a certain person that I feel I haven't seen or heard from since this discussion about it. And like I said, I wasn't really done typing in my response, and it posted. And she said, let me educate you. And I said, cool. And I listened. But like some things are not, like things need to be celebrated, but everything is not as, like I said, history is negotiable, man. So some of the stuff counter, like, it goes like they he confl I can't say conflate, that's not the right word, but like I feel some of the truth in that. Like I was raised one way, I was had my eyes opened, I've been some places and seen some faces, I've made decisions to make me who I am today. So with that being said, when you make a whole emotional video about this, whoever and whatever he's talking about, because I don't grab everything he's throwing. I'm not picking up everything he's putting down. So yeah, Fancy was right when he said he's not just talking about me. She's absolutely right. So I mean, if you recognize yourself into what he's saying, or you don't have to pick all that up. Everybody's not this and everybody's not that. So I can understand what he's saying on that. However, feelings had to be hurt for him to make a whole video about this. So I don't know what white woman better made him feel like this.
All right.
Hit me up.
Shout out to Miss Capri. It's good folk out here, yep, that don't overstep their bounds and do what they can to help what they can. That's
But what
Miss
you mean
Capri.
overstep your bounds though?
We're talking, these ones are excluded from this conversation. What I mean. We are not talking about those people. We are not
But
talking
who
about
are
no
those
Mexican,
people?
Pink Rose, even Fat Kelly, right? And the people, you know what I'm saying, who
Fat
come over here
Kelly.
to
Kelly is not
appreciate the
fat. She's
content.
plus. That's
Appreciate
Keely.
the
If
content. Put caps in my chat. So let's get you going, okay, stupid? Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
no caps in the chat,
Shout out to my
dummy.
brother Green. Thank you so much. Shout out to Miss Mello. You'll learn
Hey,
something, right? You don't come
Mello.
away putting caps in my chat, stupid. And she knows her boundaries in our relationship. That's the great.
But
I
wait,
don't
who?
like when people y'all try to tell black people. Listen, when we're having a conversation about black people, and when I'm going off on black women and their wigs, and whenever I'm teasing,
Oh, no, no, no.
y'all
I
act as
can
though my
tease
sister
on
was
that
no
too.
rich
He
junkie.
made me
When
apologize
I'm
on that
teasing the
shit.
boo
Fuck you. I'm gonna tease you
about
on that
whatever
bullshit.
I'm
If
teasing her
that
about, I'm
fucking
teasing her
lace
about
front
her
is peeling
with this
back
Korean
and
ponytail.
you
But
look
we know this
ridiculous
Korean ponytail that
and
tell our
your
wigs
shit,
ain't
yeah, I'm
right.
finna tell you. I
Shout out
don't
to
give
the
a
boo, she
fuck.
had that tell
And
on
I wear
dreadhead.
wigs sometimes when I
I'm
feel like
teasing
it.
her.
I don't give a
That's my
fuck.
sister. I can talk to her.
So
I
what?
can talk to her.
So
I
what?
don't
She's a
want
woman.
nobody
How
with
can
no
you talk
fucking
to a woman
face
about a wig?
chiming in,
We can do
talking
that.
about my sister.
No, we
What?
can do that.
I'm gonna look at you like you crazy.
Okay, well you
Who the fuck
crazy.
is you
He
talking
talking to a
to?
lady about her wig.
You don't
Who better?
disrespect her.
Hold on, hold
I'm
on.
not gonna sit back
How
and let
is?
you disrespect her.
Wait,
I'm not
wait.
gonna let you do that.
I'm just gonna tell you where you're wrong. Hold on.
Now you
Damn it, I
allow
need a
your
battery.
pasty face junkie.
See, now he's saying pasty face junkie. But just here, how can another woman not tell another woman the facts of the fucking matter? If what you're saying is true, what does it matter? But then a man, the beast, can go into women's spaces and tell them about wigs and lashes. Explain that to me, y'all. Hey, everybody, welcome. I appreciate y'all here. Even if you just here for the fucking gossip, make sure you get some good screenshots. If you want to do some AI retarded shit, that's on y'all. But we just doing a commentary. Somebody tagged, somebody I talked to online. And I hate to call people supporters. Like, look, we just people out here making connections, man. You know, and sometimes you make the right one, sometimes you make the wrong one. Or sometimes you think you one of those that broad spectrum that one day you fit in and one day you don't. Man, you know what? I was just so fucking blinded. So blinded. Yeah, it's some fuck shit right here. Anyway, here we go. We about to go back to it. We about to go back to it. Or we could do it for another day. I don't know. Who's still all in here? See, yeah, we just got one of y'all in here. Who's still in here? If you're still here, we can keep going. If not, I'm going to check my email and see what my girl Fancy was talking about. You know, because I'm really not interested. Like, we're just halfway through this fucking garbage. But I ate it up at one time because I was one of those people. Oh, Tristan, no, she was raised around black people. She was right. Yeah, hold up. Hold up. He don't know shit about me. He don't know what I was or wasn't raised in. He just he just cherry picking the people that's gonna go for the fucking nonsense. And and cool. All right, come on. We got two of y'all in here. Who's still in here so I need to talk about? Because we can get off this shit. If we can finish it another day or whatever. Let me see. Is my email on this computer? Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Because since I gave the email, we have been. Hold on. Yeah, let's just go to that. Let's just go to that because I know we got a spy in here and maybe one person who's interested in what the fuck I'm talking about. Man, I don't know why I'm clogged up. I'm tired and sleepy. Oh, it's only 12 o'clock. Yeah, I can go on and push out a minute. What is this bullshit? No, yeah, no, we're not doing that. I like Chrome. So, let's give me my email. Let's see. Because otherwise, I'm going to have to look my email up on this phone. I don't know. I'm going to put this in my watch later. I really want to know how to set it up. I mean, and I promise to give a better and more well-rounded insight of this. What does Cynthia call them? These bandits. I promise to give a more well-rounded preview. Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh no! Shut the fuck, girl. You know what? Hold up. I d- really? Oh wow. So I have been accused once again. Yeah, fancy on some bullshit. Look, I have been accused once again of picking on black women. Oh, and I'm blocked. Is that okay? Yeah. Well, I wonder, does she know that all the people I am Deuce and Soulful Tarot and all the people they bought is because I told them to go over there while she on this fucking gay ass shit. Back a few lives, she offered to talk to him and negotiate peace between us. That's crazy, fancy. That's some fucked up weird shit. I'm not removing shit. Go on with that bullshit. I'm not doing that. Because she says what I want to say but can't. Like, women are so fake today. You know what I'm saying? Women are so fake, you know. And I feel like I didn't do anything to to disrespect black women when I posted that. That's all women. So I'm not sure how to take that. I just know that Fancy never liked me to begin with. You see what I'm saying? And that's okay, but what the fuck? I sent them people that was in her chat over there. Like, go check her out. She got a cool vibe. She's all natural. And I like what she putting out. But man, fuck all that. So I don't really know, man. This internet shit is weird. Y'all weird. You weird. He weird. It's all fucking weird. It's weird as fuck. Cause I'm gonna tell you what. If we knew each other in person, like I said, I'm a lot. I can be a lot. I'm opinionated. I am a lot. But man, fuck. Let me be quiet. I don't know how I'm gonna respond to that, but that's just weird. It's weird. Although it's man, this shit's just weird. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking nothing down just because I'm spiteful. I did alter it because I believe that's what she was talking about. And I hate that she took offense to it. I hate that she did. I really do. And but that also allows me to know that whatever's going on is just her niche. You know what I'm saying? Just like, yeah, it's her niche, and that's cool. Like I said, I don't have to like, you don't get along with everybody. Like, everybody is not going to be on your team. Everybody's not going to be 100. There's always going to be somebody that's going to stir up some bullshit. But if you've got something out there to collaborate with, I was just trying to promote her and her natural and like, look, she breastfeeds her kids and all that kind of shit that I respect, so, but just out of principle, I'm not I'm not. And so you blocked me. Oh well, like, what the fuck? I you know I don't have nothing bad to say about her. I don't. And like I said, I tagged people and told people and shared her shit. Like, go, if you check previous lives, her and I had discussions about, like, all right, fuck, if there's money to be made and niches to be had, we'll figure it out. And that's cool. I don't know. Like I said, even if y'all hate him, if you hate, I don't hate him. I don't. I call cap and I call bullshit. And if the internet is for everybody, then it's for everybody. Like, fuck. He made a video about me. She did try to make peace. But what peace can be had? You made a video, you said my name. And now, like, people who fuck with me are getting phone calls to check on them out the blue, and you getting tagged in videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said, like, when she told me that, and she told me what she said, I was like, girl, he's just being nosy. Because we're at the bottom of YouTube. Like, I don't know. I ain't trying to take shit from him. I'm not. Like, back in the day, he could, man. I would have been one of the ones hanging around. And dig, he has a proclivity for white women, and that's okay. Like, however, YouTube, you have to have a niche, and I promise you, he is getting the majority of his support from black women, as he should, as he should. But don't shit on everybody else. And I don't give a fuck if your shit, like, just like y'all can take screenshots of whatever I do or whatever's going on. And that's why I don't know if I'm going to be on here or not, or I'm going to keep pushing the envelope or I'm not. Because the people I roll with, they don't do the internet. Like Fat Daddy sees some shit, but he ain't on the internet. Y'all would never be able to dox my nigga. Like, you would never be able to do it. Oops. Don't tell nobody I said it. I don't know. Should I edit that out? I don't even know. But y'all wouldn't be able to dox him. You wouldn't be able to do that. Well, let me not put no threats out there. Like, no, for sure. I mean, anything's possible. But yeah, I don't understand y'all. Y'all tripping. And now y'all quiet. So now that lets me know it's people that don't fuck with me just in here watching to see what I'll do. So I'm gonna go on and figure out how I'm gonna respond to this email. My emotional response was on this live. That's not to say that's what's really gonna happen. Because I can I don't have no hate for nobody. My intent was never to rally a bunch of people together that absolutely hate somebody. Yeah, no. Going to war for him, and he said my fucking name. Just like the other, just like I am Deuce. Like, man, like I said, listen, he's good people. They both good people in their own way. I believed in what I promoted. I believed in what I was involved in. I believed in that. However, y'all taking this shit way too serious and you doing way too fucking much. Way too fucking much. Way too fucking much. Because what does have to do with what we do on your channel? Don't nobody speak on your channel about him. You know what? Let me shut the fuck up. I'm about to address this email. I appreciate even the eyes. Come on, hit the likes, man. Y'all in here peeking and tweaking. Hit the likes. Let's hit the like. I mean, if y'all can give me the 50 likes tonight, I'll answer the email on live. But I just, that shit's crazy. It's crazy. What does he have to do with anything that you and I do? Because understand this, you're not in his preferable fucking pickings either. You're just very passive and very, very much a feminine woman, which I so respect. However, you want to make this about what he does, how people feel about him in my chat. You know what I'm saying? I never sent anybody to you about him or any of that. Let me shut up. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, anybody who know me know I'll run my mouth. But I don't tell no lies. I'm not on no bullshit. So, anyway, what is this? No, don't do that. Let me address this nonsense. I wish I could, because she came in my chat and decided to, what the hell? Let me make sure I do this right. And made sure to say that she didn't get my email or whatever. Yeah, I guess she is very demanding, considering what she said in this email. Yeah. What does that have to do with any of that? I don't know if she thinks that that's some kind of legal fucking thing before you serve somebody with a cease and desist or whatever she thinks. But your shit was up for collaboration. I collaborated. And, man, and my whole thing was, if she can say it, the things that go for all fucking women. All women that just do all that. Anyway, whatever. All right. Well, I can see that my people not putting anything in the chat, so I'm just gonna put y'all here until I see who's all in here. Cause y'all ain't just gonna be peeking and tweaking, and I don't know who's in here, so I know what to expect tomorrow on the bullshit. Because I have always said I'm gonna go where I want, I'm gonna say what I want, and I'm gonna do what I want. I don't disrespect anybody. I don't misuse anybody. And I'm gonna tell you what, that's crazy. So y'all can watch on that. See, now you don't want to watch. Um, hmm. Oh, I don't know. I can't see what y'all saying. Y'all ain't interacting, so I don't know what's that. Uh oh. Look at that. Hmm. Yeah, this lets me know that y'all just peeking and tweaking now. Come on, hit the like button. Y'all knew, hit the like button. Because anybody who knows what's happening is going to say something. And they just here. I'm going to tell you what. And like I tell my son, as you get older, the quicker you find out nobody cares how you feel, nobody cares how you feel, and the internet for everybody, the better off you'll be. How about that? What I, hold on, want you to know. I like, Mr. Miles Jr. I almost want to post this shit because this shit's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is really fucking weird. I don't even know how to respond to this. Like, this shit is weird to me. So, you know what? If telling young women not to wear fake lashes, have fake titties, wear fake hair, and do all that fake shit is only because the black culture does it, the fuck? You sound ridiculous. So I think Fancy's racist too. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy to me. I almost want to tell y'all what she put in this fucking email, but it's like, what the fuck? Yes, yes, your values are wonderful. Like you all about your like from what we can see now, because we only can judge each other on what we can see, right? And I see, yes, you cook for your babies. You was around your babies, you breastfeed your babies, which is better than I could do. I didn't. I punked out on that. And I respect you for that. However, however, but what confusion. You see, yeah, he's putting pressure on her. That's fucked up. Well, that's cool, man. That's cool. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. Because I'm gonna tell you what, any of the people that know me and the black men and the different fucking platforms that I've been around that I've sent your way, that I've tagged so that they would know that you're around, that you're a good vibe and you're good people. Dig this here. Confusion. The only confusion is we can agree to disagree on a lot of shit. See, that's what lets me know you fake as fuck, Fancy. You fake as fuck. You fake. You're fake as fuck. Because there should be no confusion. Just like you, me, Angie, Edova, Keely, and Awesome all be on that one website, right? And I'm not going to say it here because that'd be foul, that'd be grimy. But we all be on that one man's podcast once or twice a week, and we don't have none of this bullshit. We don't say nothing to each other, right? Because it's okay to disagree. It's okay to agree to disagree on things. Man, girl, you tripping. You tripping. So I know, I believe that Fancy does not want to be associated because Fancy is fancy. She's just fancy. Anyway, y'all check Fancy out. I like Fancy. Whatever it is. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care, and I'm not taking shit down. So how about that? I'm not. You put it up there for collaboration. I collabed on it. I'm not taking shit down. Weirdo. Fucking weirdo. Damn. You were right, girl. You were right. Why? Yeah, fuck that. Whatever. Like I said, but Fancy knew him in real life. Like, went over there to do gizmo hair and shit. As he needs, man. But as he needs you not, you will be less and less important in his life. You just put that on. See, because now he has like so many subscribers. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate him. I don't even hate what the fuck he doing. But I am gonna call bullshit when the fuck I see it. And I don't know. Talking about clearly people over here hate him. That's not. This is not the Hate Awesome channel. This is not Hate the Awesome Gizmo channel. That's not what the fuck this is. But when there's bullshit on the floor and somebody I fuck with is tagged in it, I'm going to listen to it. And I'm going to see what the fuck it is. Because this type of content, just like the type of content he put out on me, does not come out of anywhere. So, boom, somebody else hurt the beast's feelings. My bad. I mean, whatever, man. I don't wish nobody no harm. Fuck. But yeah, I mean, you put your narrative out there if you want to, but people who fuck with me just know and dig. For the people who are feeling some kind of way about me, like, oh, you did this on my channel or you did that, think about how you felt when you first met me, when you first fuck with me. Before other people, oh, it's just a white woman. How does she know? Oh, it's a white girl. Ooh, how does she know? Oh, it must be a Delphine. No, fuck that. You think about how you felt when the shit first started. Weirdos, man. Anyway, let me see. Almost got my watch time in. I really don't care. But then again, those of y'all in recovery, much love, power, and respect to you. And listen, we not gonna bully each other because we can agree to disagree. I can go on certain people's platforms and deal with people that y'all may not like, and that's fine. Like what I eat does not make y'all shit, right? So even if I feel some kind of way about somebody you like, I like somebody you don't like or whatever it is, that's outside of the realm of what we doing right here. I have no problem with discussing real shit, like real stuff, not the stereotypical weird shit that goes on. Because like I said, I've already made my prediction, my bet that around 7, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8, there's gonna be questions. It's gonna be questions. My daughter had questions, and she had both her parents. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, nobody was fucking, yeah, wow. Anyway, I'm tired. I'm not really that tired, but probably tired of talking about this shit for real. I'm just, you know what? I don't even know. This is my response to that. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to write in an email about that? Like, what am I supposed to say? Like, what am I supposed to do about an email to that? That's weird. That's weird. Because who cares what the people who talk to me feel like? This is the internet for everybody. Everybody playing to a certain niche. Okay? And Dick, if he really feels like that about white women, I really hope he doesn't. He's got a little white woman baby sitting over there. She's not going to fit in with the black girls. She's not going to fit in with the white girls. And I'm not going to say she's going to be bullied. I'm not saying that. Her daddy's not going to allow that. However, she's going to have questions. What the fuck you going to say with who you chose to lay down and have a baby with? Now, the rest of that buffoonery they talk about, I don't know. I don't know about being better than anybody else because none of us are better than anybody else. But I do know, and I'm going to say this at the end before I say goodbye to just reiterate the fact why I posted a collaboration with Fancy Love when she was talking about take off the costume, take off the fucking fakery. Like, I don't know how that became a black and white issue. Everybody is so fake. Everybody's so worried about different. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry you feel like that, Fancy. I'm so sorry you feel like that. I really am. I really am. But that just lets me know. That just lets me know. Yeah, you fake on a lot of that shit. You fake on a lot of that shit. Because real peace and light, real peace and light and love, real peace, light, and love don't come from that. And can't nobody make me feel some kind of way about somebody else, you know. And when I say that like with respect because, like, look, I've never met either one of y'all in person. But I challenge you to find anything in my character, in my past, any of that that would make what I posted wrong. It's not. It's not. So, I mean, your content, yeah, okay, cool. All right. I don't even know. I'm gonna eventually take it down, but for right now, I'm gonna leave it up. Got me a little bit. Yeah, that's fucked up. I don't like that. I think that's really fucked up. Like, I could see if you had some copyrighted shit, like some, like a, like Deuce when he said, "Oh, you got my music up there." He knew when I put it up there, but then we had a little tiff. I mean, bitch, I took that shit down, right? But that's not what that is, man. You had a collaboration. You can't tell me what to do when I collaborate. And I didn't say anything. So I don't know how. I'm about to pee with y'all on the phone. But I don't know how you could have taken offense to something I didn't say shit about. That's fucking crazy, right? So me collaborating with your content tells me that you just as racist as the next one. That's fucked up. You're being racist to this. It's crazy. And I think a lot of the last shit I'm gonna say is I don't knock anybody's masculinity. I don't knock anybody's hustle. I really don't. But I think men should not be on YouTube. Men should be out doing man shit, right? Like doing man shit. However, there should be loopholes to that. So, like, if you got a baby or something, yeah, you kind of fall under that earned income fucking federal credit. But I don't. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about that. Like I said, my daughter could have been Gizmo, although my baby's father wasn't. Yeah, let me not, because it's not personal. It's not. Like I said, I got love and respect and a bit of concern, and not for anybody in particular that's grown, but for the little people. I mean, my kids have lived through different things, and you were tagged in it, right? So, like I said, it was just a reaction to an emotional situation, and I'm not sure why you were tagged in it. So I'm not gonna say a whole lot because I didn't grab a lot of what was being put down there. But I do believe that you were tagged for a reason, flat out. Now, I have to do my homework because I'm not gonna blow my own horn. Like, don't nobody think about me that fucking much, and if they do, then you miss me, fucker. Just like when I get nosy and look on somebody's content, I might miss you a little bit. But I don't say nothing fucked up. I don't never go on nobody's channel or nobody's content and say nothing fucked up, right? I don't. I don't go on nobody's platform and say nothing fucked up. Now, if you come onto a platform I'm going to war about, like what happened on I Am Deuce's channel, right? Like if if you come over to a channel like what happened to I Am Deuces and we go to war about something, just like when I was on Awesome's channel and we went to war about a couple of things, like when he wanted us to report that one guy he said was a pedo because they spoke to Gizmo first, and we all ran to do that, right? And I don't know whether the man was or not. I didn't think twice the fuck about it. But now I see what the fuck's happening out here, and I'm like, oh shit. These YouTube streets something different. But dig, my suggestion is to the ladies and gentlemen out here that are putting content out, know that there are different AI platforms that will take your content, any unflattering picture, like you can be like, and they will take an unflattering screenshot, like somebody did earlier in mine, because I have my shit set to where if you take a screenshot, hopefully I get notified, even if I don't. Like I said, anybody who knows me will know any kind of fucking buffoonery, nudie picture or weird shit is not me. However, hold on. Let me brush my one or two teeth. And I'm gonna tell you, Michigan DOC is bullshit. They don't do fillings. If you got a big filling, they pull in your tooth. However, it is what it is. When I get rich and famous, and then you do something to promote somebody, and they take your fucking hair. That lets you know they've been. Look, I took fancy fucking posts, promoted it through my own little means to my own humble fucking following. The same following I promoted Mr. Davis on. I promote you a couple of the channels on. Alright? No more, no less. But it's offensive now. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I didn't do nothing wrong. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Another wise woman I met over on Awesome Channel is Edva. Floss the ones you want to keep. How about that? Mm-hmm. Although I would like to know, like, I know sometimes your crowns have to be reglued. So anyone who knows how often, well, not how often, but how I got more teeth than you think, y'all. But I guess my question is like, when should I expect? The glue on my crowns to start giving way. You know, like what's the least suggestion so I can be expecting that? Like shit. Like right about now, I can't afford for shit to happen wrong. Like, oh, bad shit. I don't know. I think it happened in May. I had a teeny fender bender with not somebody I know who it is, but it is definitely like a friend of a friend. And I was fucking online doing some bullshit. That's why I say it ain't worth, getting so invested into some shit where you stepping outside your fucking boundaries, because I wish I could go on and sue that motherfucker for part of the fucking damages to my car. But I was invested and I was doing wrong, and I accidentally tapped into the back of somebody's car. Yes, I did it. It was not like a bad thing, but fuck, if it was my car, I'd be mad. So I understood, I gave my insurance. I had insurance, so I don't know about that. There are still people who still are ghetto and drive without insurance, but they're making that like a non-thing now. They're almost making it impossible to do that shit. And if you get caught, the fucking tickets are fucking so crazy. So, but anyway, I did not know, like we were talking to a third party person, so Last I heard, we were not going to report that to our insurance company, right? And when it went, because it wasn't that bad, like it wasn't horrible, like it was bad enough to where if it was my car, I would want it fixed. Like I'm not tripping on that, but we had an understanding, like okay, it's not that bad, and whenever, like, because if I ever get out, not if I get ever, but when I get out of my little financial fucking you know, holler I'm in right now. Once I get out of that, I'll help you. I'll help you pay your deductible, whatever, whatever. And then over the last couple months, things happened, and different things happened, and it was time. There was definitely a claim to be made because the car had to be fixed. However, the two major claims, however, whatever happened, they had to go on and make three separate claims. Well, in the meantime, I don't know this, and my insurance gets canceled and all other kinds of nonsense. So, like I said, I'm not tripping on anybody who is coming up or doing different things. However, I'm gonna go right back into it because y'all can clip and do whatever y'all do with the AI and make it what y'all want it to make, what y'all want it to be. But I don't do nothing wrong to nobody. Let me see because I don't think I have seen anything from y'all in a minute, so I may just be talking to the enemy. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just talking to the enemy now because ain't nobody saying nothing. So I'm about to cash out on y'all. I am because yeah. Y'all just whatever. Whatever it is, like I said, I'm not. I still don't know how I'm gonna respond to the email. Well, maybe this is the response to it. But if I'm blocked, fuck it. It's cool. But that's all right. In the meantime, the people that I sent over there, y'all gonna see the niceties are only gonna be as long as you get along with everybody she gets along with, which that's fucking impossible. We all don't get along with everybody. Now, if you a mod, that's different. If you a mod, you got to ride for the channel you with. But like everyday people, you ain't gonna get along with everybody. So it is what it is. I don't care. I would give two fucks, but I'm not taking shit down. How about that? You put it up there, and look, I'm even gonna spruce it the fuck up. I'm even well, when I found out which one it was, like when I figured out like which one it was, I was like, oh no, I hope she doesn't feel some kind of way, because I really like Fancy. Like I've always liked Fancy, but now I see what it is. I see what it is. I see what it is what it's gonna be. And anybody who thinks different, that thinks Fancy's not a racist at this point, and that's such a fucked up thing to say. Like, how can you be racist against a white person? Like, how can you do that? I don't even know. That's probably not even the right word, but fuck that. If anybody thinks she's right, let me know. Let me know. Because if you've got something out there and you set the settings to collaborate, what right do you have to ask somebody to take it down because other people on their channel don't like somebody she likes? I mean, what the fuck? And even like, yeah, I can agree that a lot of people come over here that don't like Awesome. Yeah, they do. And it's probably for a reason because he did me fucking dirty. All right, it's kind of personal. He did me fucking dirty. And what a fuck personal. Yeah, I don't even know. Whatever. Everybody knows I talk a lot, but I don't say no lies. I don't come out, yeah, but some of this bad haircut. But when I curl it, it looks fine. So fuck what y'all talking. I don't know. Yeah. Like I said, y'all just here taking screenshots, getting the tea. So I don't know. All right, y'all can stay and listen, but I pre-recorded this next part, so we're gonna do a pre-recording. I don't even know. Let me put something out, a disclaimer in the chat. Put a disclaimer in the chat. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Let me put a disclaimer in here. Hmm. Did I spell that right? Probably did. Go for that. How about that? Reading what part though? See, because I don't even know if this is right because hold on. I don't even know if the time is right on my thing. So I don't know. I was looking at my phone. I thought it was on my phone. You know, me and technology are really retarded. So it's getting late though. Yeah, I don't even see what you're saying here. Hold on. Oh wow. See, yeah, no, on this one part it's not doing it. 9:47 where you're at, right? Yeah, so it's later where I'm at. Yeah. Yeah. No, it hasn't been clicking through. Like ever since I got that fucking goofy email. Like I don't understand. I don't want to say goofy, but I'm just saying like because people who come over here don't like him that we can't be associated. Well, that tells me it's something different. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying that's some weird shit. Like I said, the internet for everybody, man. That's some weird shit going on. Now, where's the I don't know what's happening here. Let me see what this is. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. Oopsie poopsie. Well, I appreciate that, girl. I appreciate it. I really, really do. Because there are a lot of peekaboos in there. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. Like I said, I'm not here to like dog anybody. Like I talk shit with the best people. I will talk shit. I have to look into this one. I see. Yeah, your stuff is not coming up here. Hold on. Let me do this again. It's on all. So what do I do? Yeah, no, I don't know why it's not coming on this other one. So I don't know, but I'll have to look over here. I appreciate that. And I don't understand. I gotta put this face cream on because you know white does not age well. So we have to use collagen drops. We have to use all kinds of stuff. Like people that have melanin in their skin, they don't have to use a lot of this shit, but they do have to moisturize. Like my daughter is like the queen moisturizer, and I don't know. A lot of people act like they know me and they know what I've done and been through, or whatever the fuck. But I'm gonna tell you what, my shit's straight. I'm okay with where I'm at. Although I do know my assets are dropping as we speak. That's why when my truck was broken down and I was talking about I thought it was gonna be a lot of money or whatever. Somebody texted me and was like, "Did you get your truck fixed? Like, how much does it cost?" You know, I don't think they asked what it cost, but like, have you got your truck fixed yet? This was right after tax season. Now, like I said, I've only sent $5 to one platform, and that was just yesterday. And this is a platform that I have. The first time I interacted on it, we were cool, like I said earlier, until I believe it was made forefront that I was a white woman. Something was said, and I was like, hey, you know, you said this, and this. So do you believe in any and all? Because I'm a white woman, and I was blocked for the rest of that live. Now, since then, I have went back and interacted on this live, and I have met a lot of great fucking people. And I felt some kind of way yesterday. Like I said, I don't send money to people online because, for one, my man, my man, whoop whoop. If he in the background, he got to know he the one and the two. Like I say, this internet fucking make believe. He the one and the two. and I believe he be in the background sometimes, not every time, but he be peeking around because he questioned me about something I put on live a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh shit, all right then, yeah. So, but yeah, I don't send money, especially not to no grown ass men. I don't do it. I'm very selective, and I didn't send money to like a person. It was a cause that I, like I said, the first time I went in there, I got thrown out for being a white woman, and until they found out I was white, because I have that whole. It's not an avatar that's me in the picture, but like I have it like colored in by AI. Like that's me in the picture, but it's colored in so you can't see the wrinkles and shit. You know how we do when we infiltrate and do shit like that. We cover the wrinkles, you know, like all the rest of the people do. If you didn't have to get old, you wouldn't get old, fucker. That trips me out. Like I don't know, but then when some women act like the wall is not real, like fuck that. Yeah, that's a whole nother story. But regardless to the fact, I felt that I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And like I said, I'm on her chat interacting with people I know that I was like, hey, come chill. She good people. Woo woo woo. She got a good vibe. Wrong again. Maybe not wrong, but wrong for me. You know what I'm saying? Wrong for me. Because I'm going to tell you, I was welcomed into communities by some really wonderful people, some very wonderful people that I still am around. I may not talk to my son's father to this day, but I'm going to tell you what, I'm still good with his people. Yeah, yeah, I love his aunties. I mean, I got love for him. I got love for his wife. I don't like her, but I got love for her, you know. I would, and keeping it real, I wouldn't do or say half the shit about said individual if the fucker wouldn't have made no video with my name in it. Fuck that. That's fair game. Like, fuck that. Fuck that. So now you want to separate yourself from me. But it was all good. We all homegirls and shit while we sending and moving back and forth. That's cool though. That's all right. That's all right. Because it's all love and positivity, right? I don't know. I can see him now, but the like button, yeah, whatever. I feel like I've been on so long now that whoever's peeking other than you is either somebody hit the like button or somebody who's already hit the like button or it's somebody who's just sitting back watching, taking screenshots, gonna report back. Just like they told you to go tell that. They gonna go tell that. Well, I just feel like this. I don't want to disparage anybody, but right is right, wrong is wrong. And if you feel like all your woes and fucking boo hoos are because somebody did something, shit. Like a lot of us, somebody did something in our lifetime. Like we didn't just wake up today and decide to be who we are and to go through the experiences we've been through. So for somebody to disparage the struggle that people have been through, whether it's that struggle or this struggle, right? For somebody to disparage that in general is a dick, is a piece of shit. Well, they're not gonna control shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this YouTube stuff, like I said, a lot of times people come over here out of curiosity. Like when my name was mentioned, that's when I was like, oh, hold up, people interested. Hold up, let me go live because I feel like some bullshit's been put out about me personally. Now we just looking at it as an overall general. We like, what the fuck were we thinking? But in the big picture of things, it takes a community, it takes a village. I'm not tripping on that. There's somebody for everybody. You know what I mean? And if I know I'm not for everybody, just like he knows he's not for everybody. You're gonna be who you're gonna be for, right? But while you got people tagging other people who may be entertaining other platforms for real people that they connect with, I'm not saying anything different. I'm not anybody different than I've always been. So fuck you if you don't think people like me. And if they don't like me, who gives a fuck? Like, who gives a fuck? My life good. I'm good. My life is good. And I'm let me just stop. Let me stop. But just like I say, you see what I got, the same shit I got behind me every night. We'll be trying to too, Pinky. Same thing we do every night, brain. Trying to take over the world. And I believe that there are certain people that do like to belittle other people. I don't believe Fancy is one of them. I don't. I don't think that. Well, I know I don't like to belittle other people. If calling bullshit and call you on your shit is belittling you, then that's a you fucking problem. Because I believe in treating people how they want to be treated. Get, listen, I believe that I don't meet it, and I don't go into situations meeting an enemy. Even if somebody I've interacted with before on other platforms tells me, hey, look, this is an ain't shit bitch. She don't like me. This, and this is going on. Well, dig. We don't like everybody. Like, we weren't programmed to like and fit in with everybody. That's just not how it is. And I think that closed minded people and people that want to stay stuck in bullshit stay in stereotypes. Like, there are a lot of fucking shitty white people. There are a lot of shitty black people. There are a lot of shitty people of all cultures. There are a lot of shitty people out there. There are a lot of people that are just down for the get down. There's a lot of that out there. And that's the downfall I feel of the internet, because you can't see somebody face to face. Like, you're interacting with somebody, you think they're cool, and then something happens that makes you feel some kind of way, and instead of investigating or calling that person or whatever, you run with it. Like, I understand how that happens to people who are into quantity and not quality. I like quality people. I don't fuck with people I can't get down with, and when I say get down with them, I mean like if the objective is to feed our families, right? Like, our objective in whatever group we put together is to feed our families, and we agree on a platform and a process to make it work to feed our families, right? When we have that together, everything outside of that is irrelevant. So when you have your day one people and people that you have taken a liking to, not necessarily that you know them outside of YouTube, it's still supposed to be a closed circuit thing. Like, all people outside, you know, I don't know. It's kind of fucked up. It's fucked up. I have never been in such a situation as that, because I just haven't. I mean, I have now, so they always say spitting twice shy. Yeah, no, I don't believe, like, when you show me you ain't shit, you will forever be not. That's happened. She's not in there. She's not in there. She's one of the only people. Fancy is one of the only people that I can say that when we go beast mode and we talking shit about somebody, and it's funny when it's about somebody else, right? It's always funny, and I have to look back like, okay, it wasn't funny when it was towards me. So how many other people were genuine people that we ganged up on and fucked over, that were real people, like were genuine. I mean, because if he can turn on somebody who was there from the beginning, mostly, and always rock with them. If they can turn on them, turn on everybody. Fuck that. And it also, it kind of makes me think, like, with the nature of the email and trying to disassociate herself from me, that he told her that, like, fuck that, ooh, and it's gonna be a problem. You see what I'm saying? So I can't knock her for that. I can't. I don't have to fuck with her because of that, you know. And dig, the people I sent that away, cool. They gonna find him too, and that's cool. Whatever. If y'all get along, you get along. The internet for everybody, for everybody. But you can't lump everybody into one category. And I hate that. I hate that there wasn't a genuine something there. Like, I would never want to disrespect her. I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? However, the fuck I care. I'm not taking shit down. Simple as that. I'm not. That part. Now, you send somebody over here to make me, that'd be different. But you can't. It's up for collaboration. I collabed with it. Simple as that. So I would predict that there may be a campaign against or whatever, but who cares? Like I said, I'm not in here for everybody. I'm just not in here for everybody. You know, just like people need support when they in territory they're unfamiliar with, like maybe raising a little girl because you didn't raise the first one and you were out there being able to just provide financially but not knowing the nuances as to raising somebody, or if you're a person who maybe fucked around when your kids were little and the only way you can show them that you give them back is to take in other little kids who need help. Who who are we, like this, like just like what was said, who are we to not give grace to those who sacrifice for us? Well, what about when we become those who sacrifice for other people? Like, you can't lump people into the same category. You just can't, you know. And I know it's hard. Like, a lot of y'all might be sitting back, like, how can she not just outright dog and say this or that? I'm just not. I'm just not. I just know what I will and won't interact with. Like if it was like upfront in face type of thing, wouldn't be no association with certain types of behaviors. Just wouldn't be. If you don't respect me and where I came from, who I am, and what I'm doing right the fuck now, and recognize those the sacrifices I have made to become who I am today, man, suck a fat one. So that part. So, like I said, I'm not finna dog her. I'm not finna run with that. I'm not taking shit down. I don't care. I'm not even, like, look, I don't even know what to say in the email. Like, I want to be an asshole, but I don't. But whatever. This speaks for itself. Whatever. I'm not taking shit down. I'm not. Now, maybe I'll be in my feelings tomorrow and maybe take it down for a little bit. But I didn't do shit wrong. I did not. I did not. And if you feel like, if you have been fooled into thinking that collaboration with your public short that was up for collaboration, if you feel like that is so disrespectful to you and it's hateful speech and it's fucked up racist comment, report the shit. Just report it. Simple as that. I mean, simple as that. Because even I commented to whomever commented on it. That's not why I posted that. Was to not to have any negativity towards her. It's what she was saying. It's so true. Like, a lot of our young people have been taught through being on YouTube and through being on social media to be fake. And that's where a lot of the shit comes from, is the fakery. And that shit starts when you're fake with yourself. Whether, like, and that's not like shit back in the day. Well, back in the day, even up until just recently, I've never thought about having anything done with my Tom and Jerry's. But as I get older, like, shit, if they're not, well, they're not, they're still where they're supposed to be now. But if they start to do any kind of weird shit, if I had the money, I would get them bitches lifted back up. I mean, who doesn't want to look their best? Now, I don't want to look like a completely different woman though. You know what I mean? Like some of these people can put a, like I have an airbrush makeup system. I do. I have one. Like me and my husband used to play like guess who it is night. Like I used to be able to put in green contacts, blue contacts, different haircut, just different shit, weaves, wigs, whatever. That was my man. That's this your different woman night. This your taste of something different. You know. I mean, as I get older, man, I'm not. I tried to grow my hair. I'm not. I'm not. Now this I'm not real fond of. She cut it a little bit too short, and I'm gonna say this again because it took me a while to grow it out past the fall line, and that happened. So it is what it is. But I don't know. It's just weird to me. The internet is weird. So I had been feeling some kind of funky vibes around Fancy like the last couple times I've been in her live. Just, and I'm starting to get another vibe, but I think that's pressure built and that's okay because I really do like this other person. I do. And then to say that about those two, I have to add into my other girl who just got a surprise call. I wouldn't be surprised if there's pressure on that. And I feel like the pressure will come because I am not. Well, when I say I'm not, like I said, that's my girl. And those of y'all who is here who know, you know the rules. We don't get, this is not to come over here to fucking troll somebody else's page. Simple as that. So, but that's next on the list of, oh, she's not who you want to be around. Look who she lets in her chat. I mean, that's the next part of it. So, I hate being ahead of the curve. Like, some of the shit you can just see coming a mile away. So, with that being said, we'll see if they deviate course. Because, like I said, I don't live on YouTube, I don't make my living on YouTube. I think it's a great way to document stuff. Like, this is the new thing. Nobody keeps diaries anymore. Like, and a lot of my stuff got ruined in a fire. So, I don't have, like, the only stuff I have from my kids, a lot of it is stuff that I have gathered over YouTube from their stepmothers, from different friends that I've had over the years. When I say different friends, they're still my friends. I love you, Hope. I love you, Rhonda. I love you, Debbie. I love you, Nancy. I love y'all. I do. I do. And one day, hopefully, one of y'all will come up in my chat so we can have some real talks other than this tender stuff coming from other people's platforms, man. I really believe, like I heard when I was younger, like you will have like one great friend in your life, and like you'll be blessed to have that, but like to have two or three good friends is like a huge blessing. Like you don't really keep up with everybody you're cool with. And yeah, yeah, there's a few ladies from my past that we've gone our separate ways and we've all done different things, but I love y'all. That part. The rest of y'all, we just getting to know each other. So go on and hit the like if you're new in here. Come on, hit the like. Hit the like. Let's see what's shaking. But let me see. I think it's just the same couple of people. Oh, hey. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Let me see who this is. Where you come from? Yeah, I appreciate y'all for coming in. I really do. Like, especially the people that came in from, seeing me on other platforms where I've been interacting with other content creators. And I think there's only one. I know there's for sure one that shouted my channel out. And like I said, that's the one that's the first time I've ever given 50 cents to anybody online, but I kind of feel for what he has going on, and hopefully, fuck it. My little money ain't gonna make or break what he has going on, but I believe in what he has going on. So I appreciate y'all who came from there. I do. And those of y'all that have come from other platforms other than the one that who knows what I'm talking about right now. I so appreciate y'all. And, feel free to hit my email. I'm going to go on and put it up again. Let me put it up over here. I'm going to put it up again for y'all. so that you know that I didn't just put it up for fancy to say that weird shit. Uh oh, hold on. I got my chat caps on. Hold on. I wanted to use my Outlook, but we're gonna use this one for now. And just make sure. Oh, what the hell is that? That's some weird shit. Something happened. Hold on, that was weird. And listen, y'all who gonna send me an email, don't send me no weird shit. Like don't send me no weird shit. Like I don't want any like skin flick pictures. I don't want any of that. I really don't. I put my email up there for y'all to know I'm not hiding. I'm not. I just what you see is what you get, and I really feel like the platforms that I have been participating in, because there are a few that I watch, and I know that that's like silent support, but there are some that I participate in that I really feel like are a good vibe, a good time. You know, I knew that old girl was trying to grow her channel, so I tagged a couple channels in it that are great to grow your channel because they're good people and they will help you. They don't have a problem with that. But don't come over here demanding I take something down. Well, she didn't demand. She said she would appreciate. But I didn't do shit wrong. I didn't even say nothing in the fucking post. If y'all go look at it, it's a split screen of me and Fancy. It was a post she put up, but she didn't put up that it was just for black people. And if it was just for black people, how racist is that? That's kind of weird, don't y'all think? And all right, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. It's like beating a dead horse. I have not answered the email. I mean, oh, hey, girl. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. I don't see it on my other one. Hold on. I don't see it on it. Like, I don't know what happened. It got a little bit screwed up. Well, nobody's being really mean. I mean, if you look in my shorts, Fancy had put up a short about not using lace fronts. Don't be fake with lashes. Like different stuff about being fake. Stop using the costumes. Like I don't remember the whole thing, but I did a split screen. She had it up for collaboration. I collabed with her on it. Like I just watched. I didn't say anything either way. Well, now her being affiliated with me is a problem because a lot of people who come over here have disparaging things to say about Sir Dingus. And earlier we were doing, like you missed it, we did a little reaction on his thing earlier today. It was like the worst white women. And he tagged another supporter. And I hate to use the word supporter, but he tagged somebody who comes over here and messes with me talking about tell that. Like, and then, I don't know. Shit. That's what that was. Let me see. So, yeah, that part. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. So I think that was kind of weird. But now, mind you, I'm in the chat with her earlier. If you look at my posts, I've been sharing her chats because the last live her and I did together, like just back and forth texting, I was talking about Leah, like we can make this shit grow. Like here, check my boy and his friend out. And I've been tagged her lives and a couple people that helped me figure out a little bit about the YouTube space. Right? So she's in there chatting with them and they're chatting her up while I'm getting blocked because of some collaboration I did with her that I didn't say a word in. Didn't say a word. I just had a split screen. I don't know. I think there's a couple other people that feel like I crack on black women or whatever. I don't. I crack on bullshit. So I don't know. It's just weird to me. It's weird. Yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like there's pressure on her. Like if you are for Like, look, if we for just meeting people and being around like-minded people, right? And like right now, while I'm building my channel, yeah, we boo-hoo-hooing about that fucktard, but he keeps giving content. He keeps doing dumb shit. And to people, like when I was in it, I didn't look at it from the outside until that Cynthia G shit. And I backed up a little. Well, really, until he told me to throw my baby out the house because my baby had an emotional outburst. My son, like the next generation black man masculinity, like it's my godson. He's all the way black. He's not even partially black, right? And he fucking had an outburst and he put his hands on me. And when I asked this dumb fuck for like help me, what should I do? Like my husband died. I like it Braden's father died. Like what do I do? He told me to throw my 13-year-old, just one week turning 13, throw him in the street. That was his advice because so many women are vying for his attention. Like when that happened, and that was in February, if you even look back through the chats, that's when I kind of was like, oh, wait, hold up. Like, hold on. Like, you can't fucking, like, if you are making emotional connections with people and you, and when I say that, I mean like people that talk outside of chat, like you feel you want to connect with outside of the chat. And like I don't do technology, so I say hello. I pick up the phone and say hello. Other than that, this emailing and shit like that is frustrating to me. So with all that being said, if you communicate with somebody outside of that, then there is something more than. That's just weird to me. Yeah. And that's where I got twisted. Like that shit's weird to me. I don't understand this weird shit. I don't. I also do not understand telling grown folks what the fuck to do. So, like I said, I supported it at one point. And even when I fucking ghost watch because my accounts are blocked. And look, I I'm gonna keep it real. I still got one fucking troll account because, like I said, people need to take troll lessons from me that they still fuck with. And I don't want to say what the name is, but it might still be a mod while you fucking around, dummy. But oh shit, hold up. Yeah, yeah. This is another channel I support. Support is called Black Money Corp. And I don't know. People that don't know me will say, "Oh, she's infiltrating black spaces." Oh, blah, 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 with that fucking bullshit. Yeah, no. A lot of people say shit on their little things, but people recognize real people when they recognize it. Let me see what he's up to. That's the question. What do you think about that? Yo, that shit. Yo. Hold up. Hold up. I'm gonna have to well, I don't have to do shit. But I'm just saying. Whatever you said. Because you went about Judge Masters, fuck Judge Masters. That's what I'm saying. Well, yeah, yeah, and the shit I was watching today, and I'm not really sure who you are, Miss Kit Kat. I don't know, you sound familiar, but like I said, he made people come look at me. I never was on this side of the fucking camera before him and his nasty little. What is that? Oh, that's the back of my door. It is my bedroom door. Okay, it's not that bad. It's just a couple of belts and a towel from a shower. Let me just let's make it look cuter. Hold on. I don't know. You can't. You guys can't see this. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, you guys can't see it. I keep forgetting I'm streaming off the phone, but I'm reading shit off of this crap. Somehow or another, this technology got confused between. The fuck just happened? Well, got confused between my laptop and this. But I dig this content creator right here. I really do. And he's all about connecting you with other people. Like we started talking about, like when I do tell my story, because my story worth telling. Oh man. Oh man. Like everybody has a perspective as to where they've been and what they've been around. Hold on. He talks about white privilege, which does exist. We just gonna keep it at that. It does exist, And but you all can go on and pin this comment. Black privilege exists too.
and not the word. Y'all, some of y'all not even understanding it because why do you hate white people so much? What does that say?
He don't hate. Well, this guy does not hate white people. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all who I'm talking. Here I go. Oh, let me show you who I'm talking about. I fucks with him. He, like I said, the first time I was on his chat, like we don't know each other. I got timed out once they found out whatever I said, what else it was. But like I said, I like this. I like him.
You feel me?
I do. There's a lot of people on his channel that feel different than I, but we all get along. Well, it's not like we get along, but we agree to disagree. And that's about real, having a real logical conversation with somebody about something. That's why I say, like,
None of y'all can answer it. You make all these
hold on.
questions and rebuttals, but no answer to it. Is this either yes or no?
Wait a minute.
Nobody's answering it.
Hold up. I've been going to answer this question.
No, I'm asking you, is white privilege holding you back? I ain't asking you nothing about
Oh, yeah, no, that's a different question. And that is a question I can't ask because white privilege does not hold me back. See, now that would be a conversation for people that are not white that I wouldn't belong in and I wouldn't respond to it, right? But some shit on some nonsense fucking community that's about talking shit to people, man, fuck off. I speak on what I want to speak on.
Yeah, the white man held him down. Why they ain't go to the Supreme Court?
That part. Anyway, this is a whole nother live. But we were reacting to the worst white women that a friend of, well, not a friend of mine, but somebody who comes on my channel was tagged in by Keely. For what though? I mean, but I don't know that person personally. Like I can't pick up everything that was put down on that. I can't. But it is what it is, y'all. I have been on here for 3 hours running my mouth. See, because I'm good at that. Anybody who knows me knows I'm good at running my mouth. What do I have to do tomorrow? Tomorrow's Saturday, right?
Because it's white law. White men created these laws.
Oh, it is. Yeah. I got to go. It'll be my last night taking care of my client tomorrow.
And Paul, I never said that it was white privilege.
He's a lot, but he's fun. So I may live stream tomorrow when I'm over there. I won't show him per se unless he says I can. But yeah. Shout out to my boss, girl.
Is white privilege holding you back?
Yeah, that part.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something.
That's a really good question to the black people. Do white people really hold you back? Oh wow. That's a whole nother conversation because like I said, I'm not even allowed to speak on the fact that women in general wear fake hair, fake boobs, fake butts, and fake all of that. But I'm not allowed to speak on that like I'm not a woman. So
That's the white privilege that I'm talking
yeah, that's weird to
about.
me.
Thinking about
It's
white
weird.
privilege. I ain't getting it.
Anyway,
I ain't talking about
go on. If you can hear me, at least put a one in the chat. Let me know you can hear me because I have been running my mouth. And
yeah, OJ Simpson.
hit the like now. Come on, hit the like. Look, I'm gonna put it in here. This is my catchphrase. If you know me, hold on.
You don't even understand.
Hold on. Let me go in my chat over here. Hold on. Let me see. Can I find what I'm looking? Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Thank you. But let me see. Can I do my catchphrase? Hold on.
You get a call.
Let me see. Can I find what I'm looking for? Hold on. Oh, I think I.
Tell me Barack Obama ain't got white privilege. That's all you fucking
Barack Obama. Well, let me stop because. Oh wait, there it is. Hold on.
saying a lot of stuff. Y'all are super racist.
What the hell?
I mean,
Yeah, me and computers. Yeah, yeah. It's not here, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this.
a black or a white situation, but if you got the money, you can go in any door, and especially if they need you to pull your ass in there. So, I mean, no, Obama is straight up white privilege. He was raised by two white people, two older grandparents. So you know he got everything that
Let me see. Did I put that in there right? Okay, we're gonna do that.
could afford. No, you know that they never say what did Barack.
And let me see what else I can put on there just to make it spiffy.
But he was raised
I do like these hearts though. Where'd they go? Hold on. I like these. These are. I like these ones right here. So yeah, we gotta do that. Hit the like and subscribe on your way in or out, folks. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know, we right here, girl. Like I said, it's not even a black or white issue. It's just a woman issue. Somebody been scorned. But somebody gonna have some fucking conversations though. Or unless he tells her to shut up because she's stupid and don't ask no questions because he don't like no asking questions, baby. Who knows? And I have taken on some of that shit. Like even on a couple other channels that I put out there. Like this is the not gang up on somebody else's channel. And dig. This is look, I don't like no fucking know it all kids. I don't like no know it all people. And dig. Over here it's all about me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We've been on here a while. Right here. What time is it now? It's 1:30 where I'm at. What time is it where y'all at? Because there's 80 y'all in there. Hit the like. Tell me where you were from. As a matter of fact, you can put the middle finger up if you just spying. Just put the middle finger up. It'll be all right. Oh, girl, you're not even tired then. It's all right. You still up then. It's Friday night. We can kick it. We can kick it for a while then. Shit. Except you wouldn't tell me if you was white or black. But I'm probably white. I'm probably white. I'm probably right. 1028. Yeah, it's what I say it was yeah, it's 128 here. It's 128 here. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand that. It should have me fucked up.
Black lady got black kids. We didn't know him from yo room with bubbles at the barbecue and you were doing that tweet up and you was left beside him.
I wouldn't mind getting a little more political, like with my friend that's a boy, but not my boyfriend, like Mr. Him. He was raised like blue no matter who. So there's other oh, I got the hiccups. There's other conversations to be had around here. Hold on, let me go out here. Hold on, let me make sure the dog's not out. Yep, nope. Everybody is in their rooms as they should be. I was gonna cut this watermelon, but do I feel like it? I think chips are more handy right now. Yeah, that will keep me white and uncomfortably built. Yep. Oh yeah. Yep, that's what I'm about to do. Look, I don't understand. I really just I gotta go back to it. Like I really don't understand how people like put this shit on white or black people. I really can't understand. Like for a certain point of time, like yeah, not even a certain point in time, like a certain, like up to a certain extent, yeah, that shit exists. And I know people are gonna be mad at me, the few of y'all that are in here, but Barack Obama, did you wait dirtier than I did? I didn't do shit to nobody. Trump did you dirtier than I did. I didn't do shit to nobody. Yes, he did. No, it's not. White privilege is not the same as supremacy. Like we really should be reacting to this channel, really.
Yeah, Barack Obama had white privilege. He went to Harvard.
It's called Black Money Corp. And he good people. I met him online, and it is what it is. I mean, you got to make sense when you talking to him. But that's fact. There is a difference between white privilege and supremacy. There is, and I don't know what y'all thinking. Check him out. He's live right now. I'm just saying.
For you, it doesn't, because you
Like, you know, some people be, oh, she a throwback Becky. All she watches is black this and black that. No, I don't. No, the fuck I don't. But shit that makes sense to me, where I'm at in life, and keep in mind, I believe that, I'm going to repeat it again, that racism has nothing to do with culture. So, race and racism was made up. It's a social construct that was made up to keep the common folk distracted. So you'll fight amongst yourselves. So when they throw you cake, you'll be happy, right? So once you get past that, then what's the next step? Then that's when you seek out real people. You know what I mean? And when you are perusing YouTube, when you're looking through YouTube and you can't hear anything, you're just looking, the first thing you stop at is something you like to look at. Whatever it is, whether it's sports or beauty or art or whatever it is. And then when you stop to look, you see, okay, this is a content creator. Oh, this person's talking about this. Well, either you agree or you don't agree with what he's talking about. I don't know about y'all, but if I don't like what you're talking about, I get the fuck on. You know what I mean? I get up out of there. I may sometimes drop a couple of fucking, you know, comments. And people who know me know I don't fight a fucking cause unless I'm willing to stand on that cause. So I'm not willy-nilly. I don't just stand on anything because my friend is doing it or somebody else is doing it. I don't stand on shit like that. So if I'm willing to go to internet war for somebody, I kind of stand on something they talking about. I have been taught a lesson, and I'm going to change my email to my new email to lesson learned. I forgot the rest of it, but I'm going to change it to that. Because as you live, you learn. As you live, you learn. Like hindsight is 20/20. Keep this in mind. I'll never be able to breastfeed my kids again. I was tricked out of doing that by the convenience of having formula and this and that, right? So, with that being said, there's certain reasons why I like certain people, right? I don't like everything about everybody. So, still not taking that shit down. I'm not. I don't care. Either hate me or love me, the underdog's on top. I'm going to rise until my heart stops. MVP. Anyway, I can't sing nor dance. You know.
What are your views on Hitler? The guy that said something about
Anyway, like I said, it is what it is. So, all right. So the last little few of you all that's in here, let's play a game. Let's say the last 7 people that's in here. Put a 1 in the chat if this is your first time here. Put a 1 in the chat if this is your first time here. I mean, I'll wait. Because I'm pretty sure that I am being ghost watched. All right. So out of the 60 y'all I believe are ghost watching me, actually 5 now, right? Out of the 5 people I believe are ghost watching me, I'm going to take one because I believe my man ghost watches me sometimes. So,
Shit.
we got five. Oh, we got 5 people in the chat. Well, hey, Kit Kat. Well, I appreciate that. So I'm going to take you off the list. So I have the 1, 2. Now, look, there's 5 people here. So I'm going to take 3 off. So the 2 that are left. What's y'all doing here? Because you know I be paranoid a little bit. Who you going to go tell? What y'all here for?
Everything that seems like y'all villainize, y'all incorporate it.
I'm just saying.
Doing it. Like,
I'm just saying. I appreciate though. I appreciate y'all being here. I do. I've been talking my ass off all night since I got off work. So
that's what happened after World War II. And now, I mean,
it is what it is. I appreciate y'all being here. Like I said, live and let live. And look, I believe in treating people how they treat me. I never go into a situation thinking I'm going to meet an enemy. I never do that, ever, ever, ever. On the internet or anywhere else. So, with that being said,
yeah, and you're a horrible person because you just quoted the same shit.
I can't quote it. It's something Kevin Gates said. But, like, you don't go into a situation looking at somebody as an enemy. But once you show me you are, you know, then we can't go back from that, right? And that's kind of a tough thing to say. That's tough. But it's real life shit. Maybe. I don't think so. I think, look, too many ladies vying for his attention. It's somebody he sent to watch or somebody that knew me from over there that fucks with me but don't want to say nothing. That's cool too. Like, look, I had a coworker, right? Me and her were kind of like, But as soon as she found out that I used to work with her kids and her grown kids to fuck with me, we was cool like that.
Okay, you remember that movie? That shit was hot as hell.
I'm gonna tell you what. If a couple of my co-defendants was still alive, they'd tell you, bitch, solid. But don't play with me though. I mean, cause like I said, when I say don't play with me, like the internet for everybody, like everybody content. So look, when I say that, I should expect weird pictures of me to pop up. And I'm gonna tell you what, any fucking weird pictures that show up of me, like any kind of fucking nudie, dick sucking weird shit, right? Pop up about me. Listen, if there's only one set of pictures that I can be like, oh damn, like I did that. Cause I'm gonna tell you, look. Well, okay, it's a story that needs to be told. Back in the day when the internet first came out, I was in high school. I think the internet came out my freshman year of high school. And we worked on these computers called the Tandy 1000. And they had floppy disks and all that. So that had to be 85 when the school I was in started having computer classes. And I went to a college prep school. I went to a school. My parents paid good money for me and my sister to go to college prep schools. So the public schools didn't have this kind of shit. Like, so I went to this school for a couple of years. And then my junior year of high school, I was like, I got to go to public school. All my friends go there. All my girlfriends that play basketball, baseball, you know, all the guys I like go to public school. And my parents broke and they let me go to public school. When I got to public school, they didn't have no computers. Wasn't no computer class. There was no computer class in public school. Like, looking back, that's when I realized that public school is not for our babies. That's some weird shit. Anyway, so with that being said, anything that's on the internet about me, that's real and factual. The Wayback Machine wasn't even up when that shit went out. And I'm going to tell you, it was a private website. I'm going to keep it real. It was a private website. I'm not gonna give you any kind of area it was in, but you know where I live, so figure it out. And dig this here. Wasn't nobody in there but upscale cats. Ain't nobody can pull anything out they ass about me that I ain't already told. Period. So all the screenshots and the weird shit people do on the internet, whatever. And the internet's fake all the way around. Half the shit I see and hear, I don't believe is real. And when I say that, I mean like all the shit that we see on the internet. Like a lot of this shit is fake. Like, and if you're not careful in your production, you will let it spew out, and you will let people talk shit about your supporters that they weren't supposed to hear. That part. So I don't know why people mad at me. I ain't never did nothing wrong to nobody. I have never done anything wrong or said anything wrong about anybody, white, black, red, or anything. You know what I'm saying? So this is just a personal jab. And like I said, that just goes to the person who sent me an email. That's weird shit. I may put it on. It depends. I'm gonna go on and sleep this little cocktail off that I had and figure this out. Because really, what do I care about any content connected with any fucking body? Like, what do I care? Because the people that I sent over, the real people, gonna figure it out. And the other people gonna be like, oh, damn, what was Trish talking about? This bitch crazy. We out of here. Whatever it is. Like I said, I had good vibes about this person. Whatever post they talking about has, look, was no ill intent behind it. And hopefully anybody who maybe feels some kind of way about something I said takes a good look inside them fucking selves. And why does what this lone fucking white bitch say make me feel some kind of way? Right? Like why does what I say make you feel any kind of fucking way? Unless the only thing, truth hurts. The truth hurts. Well, that chip went down wrong. That's fucked up. Oh, that's terrible. Y'all hear that? Oh, that is so terrible. All right, let me do this. Hold on. Well, damn. That shit went down the wrong pipe for real. Whole chip got stuck in there. But anyway, I appreciate those of y'all who have stayed up and did a little peeky poo with me. I need to put some fucking water in my fish tank. And just so y'all know, I do take care of stuff that is not human. Like I keep fish alive, I keep a dog alive. Look, he's sad, and his buddy who's zipping around, they're sad too. Their friend passed away. But I've had them for like a really long time. I don't know how long these tetras live. I have, let me see. Yeah, I have a couple other things in there, but you really can't see them. They hide. But my next fish tank haul is gonna be a tetra. I wanted a tetra again. Wait, is it a tetra? Hold up. It might be. Don't quote me on that. But whatever. Like I said, man, I try to see the good in everybody until you show me you're a fucktard. So, whatever. I'm going to say this from the beginning. This is the No Bully Anybody Else channel, right? Because everybody has something to contribute. We can always discuss other people, especially if we have that in common. Fuck him. And fuck what he's talking about. And fuck whatever. Right?
Yeah, a focused pierogi ain't nothing but a
So,
goddamn old dumpling, man. I used to have it
I'll
all
say
the
be
time,
careful
man.
who you call friend.
I
We will
be
use
careful,
that as a
man. I do it.
definite,
Make them shit too. They ain't nothing but a dumpling.
like a caution. Like, caution, caution. Like, be careful who you call friend. And be careful who you promote out here. Because, like, I promoted a resource, like somebody who helps somebody else, just to get flambasted by the bitch I sent him to. Ain't that something? Because some people over here don't like somebody you like. Give a fuck. Look, I still like who she likes. So people over here
I'm gonna tell you a
don't
funny
like
thing.
somebody that I still like. I just don't actively support anymore. I still like him.
It was way before the fall.
Only
Gorbachev,
because I like to watch the beginning of the end.
Gorbachev,
You know what I'm saying? I told you so because you fucked over me.
Soviet premiered. It was Gorbachev and the one before
So
him.
hopefully that's a lot of incentive
Gorbachev had the line
for
for
somebody to
it.
just try their very, very
Who
best.
was the one before Gorbachev?
But as I listened in,
Second one.
there's very
He
few
was
original
terrible.
day ones in there.
A lot
I
of
don't
people
know.
when
Whatever.
USSR was popping, it was more than Russian people that was running it because it was supposed
So
to
whatever.
so the communists could come from
Let me
anywhere.
get my glasses on because I'm probably missing a bunch of shit y'all talking about. Or maybe not. Let me see. Is this just you and me, baby?
What's the one before
Oh, them chips, yeah.
and was known for
Oh
dancing
well,
and
you
shit?
know.
All right, one love, Paul. I'm gonna put a jacket on you too.
I did already brush my teeth. I did. I look my tooth. I did. I did. I don't know. I think that that is out of habit. I bought a different vape. Who knows? Whatever. These chips are good. They're the sour cream and onion. I'm gonna have to do it again. It'll be all right. Like Edipa says, floss the ones you want to keep. Mmm. You know what? If I really cared enough, I would go back and see who's still around and who's not. I don't care enough. I don't. But if we can force a motherfucker to say my name, you know, say my name, say my name. Because I'm going to keep saying his. Awesome ain't shit. He ain't shit. He going to talk about the worst white women. The fuck out of here. So if I made a video, the worst black men, the fuck out of here. It sounds ridiculous. It does. And then somebody told me, oh yeah, look, he said you said he was a homosexual. I never said that. I never said that. So he making sure you just can't believe everything you hear. Awesome's a clown. He's a clown. However, that has nothing to do with the people that come over here. I don't know him outside of this line. I don't know him. Like I would recognize him on the street. I've always said that. I would recognize him when I've seen him. I sure would. And dig, I have confidence that my location, the Bat Cave, is locked down. And if it ain't, I bet you if you show up, it ain't gonna be what you think it's gonna be. So, that part.
Okay, who was after Gorbachev?
But I don't have nothing bad to say. I just don't agree with the fuckery. I don't agree with the fuck he said.
Had them eyebrows. He was terrible.
I think so too. I think so too. But why though? Why? If like look, even over from the day you left till today, you spent your rent money. So I don't believe that's true. Now, unless he was on a program and he didn't follow through with what he was supposed to follow through on. Like I said up here, I got the plug. Like up here,
Joe Jack.
and when I say I have the plug, nobody does things illegally here. But dig, I know the game for you to walk the steps you're supposed to walk. to get what you need to be okay for you and your babies. That's why I say when they fire me, they didn't stop shit. My rent still get paid. My bills still get paid. We still eat. I just had to cut back on all my like my YouTube premium and my Spotify. You know, shit like that, like the extra stuff. Like I can't afford to take a trip right now. I can't do that. However, my bill's still paid. And that's all you need for a foundation. I've always been told him that. But for some reason, you can't come home. He should have came home. He got his baby here. She can help him with his daughter. Like, what the fuck? So, whatever. I don't even know who that is. Well, I believe that, but it's too early for renewal. It's too early. So at least he said, okay, you're not going to renew it, so I'm going to jump now. Because when I came in, he had just got that bitch. So the renewal isn't now. The renewal is not now, I don't believe. And what cousin? Well, yeah, it could be, but in one of them big places, they like to lock you in into year. You know what I'm saying? Now, unless, of course, and I don't know this to be true, but like everybody was worried about, Section 8 being taken and all this kind of shit being taken throughout the country. But what happened was, starting this year, I think it was March 1st or something, there were only five states that were participating in this like trial program to get rid of Section 8, like shit like that, like they were always threatening on. I don't think Atlanta wasn't one of them. Well, Atlanta's too liberal. Atlanta will be one of the last ones they get rid of. Like, I don't know if he, like, you can never be too proud when you have a baby. Like, as a woman. Like, as a man, I think men have different cutoff points where they're like, oh, I'll do this or I won't do that. But I promise you, there are certain things that will make grown heterosexual men do weird shit. While I itch my back. Because I have witnessed that shit. I have witnessed men that I know nothing but homosexual. I mean, heterosexual. Like, nothing but all about women. But when it came down to the make or break point in their life, whatever it is, they'll do whatever. So, who knows? I don't know. I never came online claiming to believe, like somebody said, oh, he said you said he was gay. I never fucking said that. I never said that. So, I don't know. I think I do a little bit too much talking about him because he hasn't said my name again. He just made a whole white woman spiel and tagged you. So, make him say my name. Make him say my name. And what? Let me see. Hold on. Whoa, hold on. What? Oh, so that was back in the very beginning then, what none of us can see. Because I didn't start getting involved with him except before Halloween. So it was right around Halloween when I got involved with him. So she was already gone, whatever cousin that was, and you can't see any of that. But that's just like he's making networks and connections on how to build his platform and do certain things. And to be quite frank, the one person that I do believe has been doing a lot of supportive things is definitely helping somebody else get her platform off the ground. Fancy. I'm going to say, like when something goes from something like how mine is set up, like organic, not a lot of editing and promotion and shit like that and publishing. I don't know. I never knew about the cousin. I never knew about that. I didn't come into way after that. So if you have access to the earlier shit, then look it up. Send it to me. You don't have to put it out there. I will. Only because, like, look, only because, like, not that I care about, like, destroying somebody, but fuck, he's got more followers than me. And shit, if really what's happening is he is being supported while he's flagrantly running around the country, fuck, I want some of that too. I'm broke. I need money. I don't. I mean, and I say that just to, like, for people to really recognize what it is. Like, okay, support him, and yeah, say it's for his daughter. And a lot of people do say, okay, I'm gonna send you this to go do that, but now he can't do that unless unless this is all fake and he's just, you know. I heard about a lot of content creators that use these pay studios where if you want to pay to like make it look like you on a private jet or you in a, no, I heard where they got 20 fucking content creators that go in on an Airbnb, like something really famous, like out in Miami Beach or whatever. So why isn't there one to create a thing saying you're poor? I mean, who knows? I mean, a fool and his money will easily part. I'm not tripping on that part. I'm not tripping on that. But you put out a narrative on me. You said that I this or that, and it fucks with me. I don't like it because by him saying that, and the people that deal with him on a personal level, they crack on me as if that's true. Just like we're saying a certain somebody when I did a collaboration on some content she put out there that I happen to fucking agree with. I happen to agree that a lot of women are way too fake. You don't need the lashes, the lips, the ass, the fucking lace front. And this comes from a motherfucker. See, they're not here now. I threw them out. But I used to have fucking wigs hanging on this, and this. Right? This used to be where my wigs hung. Right? Like, I'm not afraid to wear a wig or put on lashes or any of that kind of shit. So I just happen to like her content. Like and I'll say it again, me and my man that I was with for many years up until he passed away 3 years ago. And hopefully my new object of my affection can get down with the role play. Huh. We gonna see. He's down with a lot though. I like him. Oh, he's so good. But I used to roll up on with, different colored blue, gray, whatever, man. Different hair, different lengths, different eyes, different whatever, man. I'm gonna give you a different woman if you want one. You ain't gotta cheat on me. Let me put Gina on. Go in the closet and pull out whatever. But when it comes down to it, I'm still the same person. I'm real as fuck. I don't just say any and everything. I don't do that. Now hold on. Hold on. What the link? The link, I don't know, baby. I don't really know how to do a lot of that shit online. So when you say that's what it is, I seen the Kendra G show. Which one, the first or the second one? I seen that. I am reading them, baby. Hold on, let me go back. You said you always wonder what happened to the cousin. Hold on. Hold on, let me figure out if I'm looking at the right shit. See, I don't know. On here, I can't look on here. Yeah, that's too much for me to figure out right here. Yeah, that's too much for me to figure out here. So let me look here. What are you talking about? Hold on. Let me go back, baby. Hold on. All right, 6 month lease. He had a cousin way back. Yeah, I seen that. Yes. Yes. I don't know what happened to her. See, all right, but I don't see the link, baby. I don't see that. So maybe if you try to share the link to my email, that might work a little better. I don't know. But which one is it? Like the first or the second? Because Oh shit. Now look at all this. Now look, now you got me all the way off my stuff. Hold on, let me figure this out. See, because eventually, girl, I'm gonna figure it out where I can be down here. Look, let me hold on.
It doesn't matter if he's
Oh
American
shit, you
or
can't
not.
even see my hand when I put it in front of the. Wait.
America.
Oh, there I am. Look, I'm gonna put my picture way down here, down in the bottom. I'm gonna figure out how to do that. I don't know how right now, but I'm gonna figure it out.
I'm an American.
So I don't know what the fuck this is. We're gonna do this
Saying that he's bad because he's black. I'm just
and
saying
come back
he's an
to.
American shit. It makes the politics.
Like I said, I'm just learning this. I don't really know
Everybody
technology and all that shit. So let's see what we got here. Let's see what I missed. Hold on. What is this nonsense? Where's the chat? Oh wow.
it's just a good politics.
Yeah, I don't want this. Yeah, somehow it's got me
We always put each other in categories.
on the analytics channel. Look, I'm just gonna have to do a little more research on this kind of stuff. Like I always feel like I was almost willing to, say, hey, Fancy, call me. Let's talk about this. Call me. Until I read the email, like, you just tripping. You tripping. No, don't call me. Let's go on with that. You don't want to be associated with me because people I fuck with, or wait a minute, not even I fuck, people that fuck with me don't like him.
They were
How the
religious
fuck do that sound? That's fucking ridiculous.
a slave
And
is the one that started the slave.
like I said, y'all can clickbait or do whatever. I still will tell people to go over there for a little slow down or whatever. And like I said, she weaning her baby, like she into breastfeeding. She got a lot of knowledge that a lot of us don't have. So,
I know you don't know history.
like I said, if they able to go through here, or y'all or whatever is able to go through whatever my lives say and pull out some bullshit and clickbait her into whatever.
No, they call it black magic. You know,
Okay, I'm about to check it out. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it on this computer. Because I still haven't have them synced up together. So hold on. Let me look and see, can I find it?
that's black magic or alchemy. What the fuck? These new ones, they gotta know it. The first universities in Europe were ran by black people from Africa and Spain.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I mean,
Yeah, it's going to give me some trouble. Hold on. Here we go.
that's where the term black magic came from because they thought it was magic that these people had cities with lit cities with lights and
Hold on. Let me see.
lanterns and shit through the whole city at night and these running water and
Let me see, my love, and see what happened in there. Beep, 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 beep. Let me see. It should be already signed in on this other computer. We'll see. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure. Uh-oh. Yeah, my Google storage. Yeah, it's gonna be okay. Let me see. No, I don't need the help. I just need the Gmail, you dick bag.
yeah.
Here we go.
All right, you was a member of NATO. Are you familiar with this plane right here?
Oh, excuse me.
Let me see. If you familiar with NATO,
All right, let's see what's happening here.
what's up with this plane sculpture? Have you ever seen this plane sculpture? I don't know
Oh, look.
how close you was in NATO.
Lord have mercy. Hold on.
Yeah, the Zebra straight up there.
Yeah. I've got the hiccups bad as fuck right now.
Ash Reed
Yeah, it's time to throw the rest of this little cocktail out. Fuck that.
and the skate enslaved man who became
That's bullshit.
after the U.S.
Oh, I got the hiccups bad as fuck.
Yeah, they rightly consider Reeves to be the real life inspiration behind the
Let me see.
fictional character Laurel Rainbow.
Because I might need somebody to help me to produce some stuff. I wish I knew somebody on Stash Cash level that'd be willing to help me produce some shit. You, like I said, everybody got the story of their life. Just like somebody produced that damn video for Gizmo birthday. I had been hearing that song by The Game. Your daddy loves you. That's a good ass. That's a good song. Don't nobody say it like The Game though. All right, hold up. Let me see what I can find. Oh shit. Yeah, I might get frustrated and have to find this in the morning. I might just go cut this watermelon.
On the plane, yeah, Tyler was based on the plane though. The computer is
Yeah, buddy.
yeah, but it's outside.
While I need to lose 15 pounds. Bullshit. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that computer. I'm going to look for it. Like I said, I'm going to look for it. Hold on, let me take this down while the dog is asleep. I'm going to look for it. It is what it is. Hold on. I'm about to cut me some watermelon. I don't know. Maybe y'all should go up here because I look a little weird. All right, hold up. You know what? This is what pisses me off about my fucking daughter. This shit makes me so fucking mad right now. God damn it. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. She's asleep, as she should be, as my good 27-year-old daughter is. However, fucker left his damn dishes in the sink. I don't like that shit. I hate that. And somebody was like, oh, who raised her? Fucker, I raised her. But somehow or another, she thinks we're roommates now. Because she's grown. She's grown. She's definitely grown. Like, my daughter is awesome. Like, she is. But she's grown. And she made the mistake the other day of being like, oh, we're roommates. I pay bill. No, we are not roommates, ma'am. That we are not. I would give two fucks of what bill you pay or what bill you don't pay. But mama still makes sure that every fucking thing is paid. Right? And look, I don't know. This may change some of y'all minds on how you feel about me. But look, mama makes sure that we use all the benefits that we are allotted as poor people in this country. Sorry to fuck about it. I just hope that all y'all know that my children, hopefully, well, everybody thinks their children won't be all right without them. Because she don't wash it. Man, I was pissed when I came out here and seen these dishes. We'll just say that. My daughter's a beast, but you know, we were all raised to value more things over other things, and I'm glad the generation my daughter was born into, she does not reflect the norm. That part. Yeah, buddy. I do not feel like going down, taking this shit outside. The fuck out of here. Anyway, let me see. All right, my love. Do your thing. I'm gonna have to check that. I'm gonna check it. I didn't see it when I looked. Oh shit! I'm glad I didn't have no dishwater in there. That's weird. Yeah, no, I didn't. We gonna have to make sure I know how to use this technology. Like, a couple of people have warned me about YouTube and the internet and that shit. Shout out to Angel Baby. Shout out to I Am Do. Shout out to Soulful Tarot for letting me know exactly how this internet shit work. So we did put that out there, but I am not, because I am not really technology savvy. However, hopefully I will be able to figure the fuck out how to find the email and stuff. But we gonna put this out there to everybody that if you put your content out there and it has that little collaboration button at the bottom, you don't have no say as to what people do with it, period. And that goes for me too. I may have to go run through all my shit and make sure I don't have a collaboration thing on shit I put out there. But dig this here. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't disrespect anybody. I didn't do any of that shit on anybody's platform. Look, I didn't disrespect anybody on Awesome platform. I didn't disrespect anybody on I Am Deuce's platform. I did not disrespect anybody on Soulful Terror platform. I did not. I did not disrespect anybody on anybody other than my own, because I already took my back teeth out. So even chewing watermelon is funny when your teeth funny. For whatever reason they funny. Because everybody teeth, look, my teeth survived the 90s and the early 2000s. Whatever time frame you may be speaking of, sir. So, it's a good thing we don't believe in any at all. But certainly a few of y'all believe that I am the problem. Huh. I don't know why. I didn't do shit to nobody. That part. So, this watermelon juicy as fuck. Damn. And like I said, the internet make fucking believe. And when I say that, I say the internet make believe because dig this here, just like channel 2407. You tune into what the fuck you want to watch. I mean, I don't understand it. I don't understand the weirdness. I just don't. Like, even back when the game, like, even in the streets, right? And somebody had this, and they had their name on it. And somebody had that, and it was over across this street, and they had their name on it. Did this here. Anybody who knows me, did this here. Shit speak for itself. Just because you stamped your name on the package, don't mean I gotta fucking buy it. That part. I'm just saying. Like, I've always been said that there is marketable skills. Oh, hell yeah, give me that. Tomorrow I'm going to make some chicken thighs, and they're going to be good. But, listen, just because people have gone through certain things in their life, and some things are more desirable than other things. Nobody wants to stand tall and be like, my claim to fame is a dick sucker. Nobody wants to do that. However, everybody has their own story. So, none of that shit makes you better than anybody else. If you wasn't part of the solution and you was part of the problem, I wish you would talk about a hoe or whatever the fuck, a crack smoker or whatever the fuck. If you was part of the fucking problem, shut the fuck up. Because nobody, and this goes back to this stupid video we were watching earlier. Like, nobody wakes up and says, oh, I want to be a crackhead when I grow up. Oh, I want to sell dope when I get up. No, that's the product of their environment. And I'm gonna tell you what. If you were part of that, and I'm gonna keep it real, if you were part of that circle, whether you were supply or demand, and we gonna call supply all the things that supply cover, we gonna call demand everything demand it covers. Whether you were supply or demand, you were still fucking part of a fucked up thing. Like, that's like saying what came first, the chicken or the egg. Like, you can't be mad at people for running from reality. Like, I don't understand that. That's some fuck shit. And this is my disclaimer before I take this trash out and get up off of here. That's not a white or a black issue. It's not. It depends on what city you live in, but there are people struggling, sick, and suffering in many fucking cities. Many. And for people to downgrade that and act like those people are less than, that's a piece of shit. And that's what I think about that. Whether they white or black, you're a piece of shit. Because I don't deal with people on the strength of, oh, what color are you? Like, when I meet somebody on the internet, like, if I meet somebody on the internet, I'm like, hey, all right, my name's Trista. What color are you? Hey, my name's Trista. What religion are you? Not none of that, man. You know, we ask about things that are important to us, like questions we have that are important to us, and then depending on their answer, that's how we judge them. I mean, because we judge everybody. I don't want to take this bag out. Fuck. All right, but a lot of shit. Hold on.
Feel what comes,
Hold on.
you know what I'm saying? Machu Picchu.
All right, I'm gonna stop eating online, especially when I have my back teeth out. That leaves too much open invitation for them weird ass fucking screenshots people take. But what I was saying is, like, nobody wakes up one day and says, hey, my absent father, which I had, was this, that, or the other. That's what I want to be. Hey, my absent mother was this, that, and the other. That's what I want to be. Or I was raised around this. Nobody says they want to be a piece of shit. Right? But being a piece of shit is negotiable. Like, it's selective. Like, it's all in the eyes of the beholder. Like, I don't care what I've been through. You can't make me not like who the fuck I am. And I don't care what you, hold on, let me turn this light on in my garage. I don't care what you have to say, like about, you know, if you have a bad feeling or a bad, I don't know, whatever about women that do certain things, that's because you feel in some kind of way. Like, I don't know, it's all trauma. Anyway, that's enough about that. Nobody asks, nobody cares. So, we've been on here a minute. We've jumped from topic to topic. All right, my love, we about to go to bed, though. That's what we about to do. Y'all hit the like on your way out. It is what it is. You either like it or love it, but the underdog's on top. I'm a grind to my MVP. Anyway, I'm tired. You know, we get a little slapstick when we tired. And I have to work tomorrow night. So I will definitely be sleeping tomorrow afternoon. Because I don't have no little kids I gotta run around behind. I can do what I want. Although, in the summertime, I like to be out during the daytime. But with this fire advisory that we got being so close to Toronto, well, now with all that being done, I don't even know if I want to eat this goddamn watermelon. I probably will, though. All right, just so y'all know, I'm about to pour the rest of this drink down the sink. It's an hour and gone. Let me see something though. Oh, I did. Oh, yeah. That's enough. That's enough of that. So usually my man puts the brakes on that. So glad I could do it on my own. That means he's training me well. Because my Superman is all of that. And he does not play online. He does peek in on my lies, though. He does do that. So I gotta get up out of here before I embarrass myself. Ha ha ha. Alright, anyway, we're just gonna do a quick recap of what I want to recap on. So we did a little reaction to a video. Oh shit. Well, eventually I'm gonna put it in the description, but it's awesome. It was early in the day, and it's the worst fucking white women. His video says worst fucking white women. And then we dealt with the fact that a couple other things, whatever. Watch the live and see. But Fancy's mad at me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not taking it down. Like it or love it. Holla back, y'all. Like I said, we gonna agree to disagree. We gonna get along to get along, and like I said, real recognizes real. Y'all have a good night. Holla back. About to get